Dead like if I can guarantee Henry would be okay, I'd hope you get an illness and then get hit by a car and die.
In this video, we're going to talk about secondary objectives, a way to make your combat encounters spicy, delicious, fantastic. Secondary objectives enhance combat in D&D to an exponential degree. Let's go ahead and dive into number 10. Rescue missions. Task your players with rescuing an NPC or retrieving an item during combat. It will help add layers of urgency and potentially even a moral dilemma. My favorite example of this is instead of sending the players to kill the goblin camp that may raid the village, right? That's a consequence. Sometimes that's good enough. The goblins abducted the blacksmith. And now they need to save the blacksmith and kill the goblins. It's a secondary objective that spices things up.
You people should be thanking Christ that I am who and what I am because you need me. You need me to save you. You do. I am the only one who possibly can. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
Holy, look at all this damage!
Where? Where, Dwight?
Seems like you already know where.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent.
Now it's left to me to deal with him. You can't.
If you try to interfere, this becomes a much simpler matter. I will kill your wife. I will kill your son. I will kill your infant daughter.
But for now, we're going to look at a slightly different system that doesn't just affect the moment of death, but the moments before death. Something that makes combat more grounded, horror more horrifying, and sacrifices all the more heroic. Picture a movie fight scene between a hero and villain. They're clashing blades, dancing back and forth, parrying, dodging, blocking, keeping up with each other's advances, surprising each other with new techniques and strategies, until finally, one of them lands a devastating blow. It's not just a graze on the arm, it's not just a smack on the chest. It's 0 HP. When using the point of no return system, we want to draw attention to this moment of the fight, to make that hit extra cinematic and weighted and affect the decisions that your players are going to make when they are given that critical choice of staying down or getting up.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
So with that, let's go ahead and dive into our first build, the level 5, Blighted Warden. In the shadowed underbrush of the ancient forest, where the line between decay and growth blurs, the Blighted Warden moves unseen. A spectral guardian at the crossroads of life and death, melding the Gloomstalker's mastery of darkness with the Circle of Spores' eerie command over fungal life. They are the embodiment of nature's unchecked, wild ferocity. With each arrow knocked from their twisted, spore-infested bow, they strike with the precision of night and the inevitable spread of decay. A silent protector. Hi there, everybody, and welcome back to Roll with Advantage. Very excited to be here. Let's go ahead and roll the intro and dive in.
I'd like to welcome you to the world of Evrand.
flickers of insomnia.
I told you to leave me alone. I could do this.
I wanted us to live, and I wanted him dead.
Oh, I am so happy to see you.
Every party needs a pooper.
Yeah, raise the blade!
John, are you having fun? And we're back. Hello, we're back. So let's go ahead and dive in. Take it away, John.
Yeah, Joe, I'm going to throw back at you because welcome to Evrand. Session Book 9, Chapter 7, or Session 93. But before the game, we do summary. Joe is on summary, always. So, Joe, take us in.
Oh, shit. You're right. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do it. Last time, on the Tales of Evrand, let me pull it up real quick. So cheeky. Book 9, Chapter 7, Piracy and Pleasantries. We started the session with Rian using the sending spell twice. First, he reached out to Marithil, asking him to gather and move the people from Hamba Fort, specifically in the Order of the Lotus, to a safe location. Second, he contacts Sayori, instructing them to go to Aelden with Marithil. Next, to prevent any potential deceptions, we decided on a password and phrase to verify each other's identity. The question is, how is the weather? The response is, there is a storm coming. That's how we're going to identify if we're a copy or not. Figured I'd say that now. I'd really drive the point home at the beginning of the session because we may have forgotten since it's been 2 weeks. How's the weather? There is a storm coming. We also discussed our plan for Enid to steal the vestige from its current holder, trusting her expertise in the area. Yrsa talks to Gak about what it's like to communicate with the avatar of a god. She expresses her fear that she might be more deeply connected to Melora than she realized. Gak reassures her with comforting words, affirming her abilities and her character. With that, we sleep. And the next morning, we arrive in Port Red Cay, a chaotic and bustling port city, and we prepare ourselves for some light piracy. As we enter the city, we rely on Enid to forge a path while the rest of us prepare a distraction. Enid stealthily navigates the keep and eventually finds a study. Seeing no signs of the Demogorgon, she moves forward into the keep to a tall, spiraling tower. At the top, she discovers Captain Drake's room, filled with piles of gold, but no Captain Drake. Meanwhile, outside the keep, we spot Captain Drake heading out on a walk. Or something, I don't know. To ensure he returns inside, we start a street fight in front of him. While Captain Drake seems entertained, the guards rush him back in for his own safety. Back in the keep, Captain Drake heads upstairs and encounters Enid. She tries to strike a deal, but he's unwilling to comply. Left with no other choice, a fight ensues, and Enid cuts off Drake's hand to steal the ring. She then turns incorporeal and vanishes from the room. Enid makes it outside, we all reconvene at the ship, and we make our escape. As we plan our next move, or as we begin to plan our next move, a green and purple hue spreads across the sky, indicating a growing sickness. A storm envelops the world, and Yrsa hears the Kraken say, "He is here." We receive urgent messages from our allies. The Queen of Eastvaria messages Gideon, asking where he is. Sayori messages Rian, saying we need your help. Willow messages Yrsa, stating Lunaria is under attack. And Vasadi messages Basil, asking where she is and if she's okay. It is clear the end is nigh, and only we can stop it. Boo-doo-doo-doo.
Thank you so much, Joe, Matt Berry. It was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. And, let's dive back in. As we pick up where we left off. Each of you, well, most of you, received messages from various people that you know. As was stated, the Queen of Isvaria contacted Gideon, Sayori contacted Rian, Willow messaged Yursa, and Vasadi contacted Basil. We'll pick up there. Gideon, you get the message from the Queen. Gideon, where are you? Please tell me you're safe. Please respond.
So yeah, Gideon would respond. We're all right. What's going on? Tell me what happened.
You receive a second message that says, I'm not 100% sure what is happening, but something terrible has. We need to reconvene. When can you be at Eldon? Please.
Is the city under attack?
Another message.
Well, she could have said it in the first place.
That's true. We just have telephones in Evrand now.
Trademark, they're seeker stones.
Oh yeah, sorry. She sends another message and says, Eldon is not under attack. It's something with Valamine. But I'm getting reports of other places as well. I'm not sure of all the details, but I think something bad has happened.
For the sake of simplicity, can it be said that Gideon has picked up that there are other places that are currently, like, right now in danger?
Through the message, or just in
well,
general?
Because like Yursa got a message, Rian got a message.
Yes.
So I don't want Gideon to be like, yeah, we'll be right there. It's like he
Well,
knows that there's other stuff going on. Yes.
Right. We're kind of just replaying the whole thing that happened. So everything's kind of happening simultaneously. So as you're getting this message from the Queen, you notice that Rian is kind of looking down like he's listening to a message, and you notice that Basil and Yursa are doing the same thing.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, Rian, I mean, as soon as he gets the message, I mean, he wouldn't wait for, and even if he sees Gideon mumbling, he would say to everybody, Hombofort's under attack. I just got a message from Sayori.
Lunaria is also in.
Vasadi reached out to me too. And I'm assuming whoever got more info, or as we get more info, we'll just tell each other.
Yeah. So for the sake of time, Rian, your messages with Sayori go as follows. The information you gain is, yes, Hambufort is under attack. However, Sayori is not there. Sayori is with Marithil in Eldon, as requested. Elias is in Hambufort.
Not Elias.
Yursa, the information you gain from Willow is that Lunaria is under attack by creatures from the Abyss pouring out from the Feywild. They're holding them off now, but there doesn't seem to be an end. Basil, this call from Vasadi, she is near the border of Valamine, and she is checking on you. She doesn't know what is going on. She knows that something bad has happened, and she was making sure you were okay.
Girl, we don't have time for this. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Your response, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, Basil would respond in so simple 25 words, basically be like, yeah, we're fine dealing with stuff. Catch you later, kind of.
So, Gak, there is no message from your family, as your family does not know that spell. There's no one they know that knows that spell. And Enid, your family's with you.
I was like, I got no family. Y'all here.
That's the easiest way I could put it.
Yeah, they did.
Gak would probably quickly send a message to his mom, and to just say like, "Hey, it's Gak. Hope you're okay. Not sure what's happening, but we'll be figuring it out. Stay there unless it isn't safe.
Yeah. The information you gain from your mom and your family is they also saw the purple haze and lightning across the sky, which everyone that anybody's talked to so far has seen that. Everybody has seen it. But your family is safe. They're fine. They're going to stay in the forest, and your mom wishes you good luck and to stay safe and make sure you brush your teeth.
Oh.
But Dio looks to all of you as you're kind of gaining all this information, talking to one another, and says, "So, what do we do?"
Well, I guess Rian would kind of look to him, and I say to Dio specifically, Dio, considering the close call you just had, sorry. Oh my god.
It's okay, Rian. It's a lot.
I'm overwhelmed too, Rian.
Is there fog? Is this poisonous?
Did you drink the seawater?
Nope.
Told you not to do that.
God, who farted? Jesus. I mean, Dio. Rewind. None of that happened.
We totally could have just finished what Rian started, but we just let you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. No, I would have done the same to you. It's okay. Forgive you. Dio, honestly, I think considering what just happened to you, I think that it would be in your best interest so we don't have to worry if we get you somewhere safe, somewhere where you can help in a meaningful way. I think you coming with us to any of these places under attack, I'd be worried for your safety. And that's not to doubt your skills at all, but I think that you need to be somewhere where your skills can be used as effectively as possible. I'd hate to see what happened last night happen again.
I agree. From what it sounds like is, I'm not going to be helpful in the fight. But wherever you need me, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. I'm quick. I could send messages. I'm sneaky. I could figure out information. Just please let me help in some way.
So based on what we know, Hamba Fort's under attack, but it sounds like the attack on Lunaria is like way worse in like intensity.
Hard to tell, but from just general information, Hamba Fort is not next to a rift, and Lunaria is. And it seems like these creatures are pouring out of the rift.
And Sayori is in Aelden with Marithil. Did they, because they were trying to move the Lotus to out of Hamba Fort, right?
Yeah, because that's what I told them. I was like, get as many people out of there as they can, because Rian just spilled the beans about.
Yeah.
What was there?
So,
did Sayori say if they had everyone in Elias is just sticking around, or?
It was, I mean, through a sending spell, it sounds like they got a lot of the people. They did what was asked. Marithil did what was asked, but you guys know that Elias is, very strong-hearted and probably wanted to stay behind to make sure things was okay with the newly built place. So it seems like there are people that have been taken away, Marithil, but some did stay back.
Dio, I think that you should, though I think the best way for you to help right now as you're recovering is when we are saving people, you're making sure they're taken care of. So like if we have to rescue people and take them to our keep or something like that, Dio, you can be in charge of like making sure they're all good and have everything they need and stuff like that.
Of course, I could, again, whatever you need me to do. I may need help with something like that. If we're going to go to Hamba Fort or Nair or wherever, I need some way to get people to safety quicker. I could carry people, but I only have 2 hands.
We can always use Hikari, but maybe Hikari would be helpful for that scenario. I'll give up your animal, Rian. Sorry.
Yeah.
We could plane shift people to the keep.
If you could spare it, I could use the port glass.
Yeah. We have Basil and Yursa, you have plane shift. And I have it now too.
Right.
So we have options.
Yeah.
All in favor of giving Dio the port glass so he can get people to the keep?
Yeah.
And then,
that's fine with me.
Rian will he's not going to give up Hikari in that situation. He doesn't want to be that far away from Hikari, even though it could be useful. But he will take off the boots of the winged boots and give those to Dio, so that way he has a little bit more mobility. So he has a fly speed now.
As Dio takes the boots, he looks at you and goes, "Are you sure?"
I'm sure.
Thank you, Rian. This is... Thank you. And he starts putting the boots on. At this time, however, you feel the ship kind of sway in a direction it should not have swayed in.
Listen, we don't have time for the bullshit.
And then the ship stops. All of you get lunged forward as you're not prepared for the ship to stop in place. And all of you here.
Finally. All of the vestiges in one place. Thank you for the delivery.
And you feel the boat start to pulse.
TBH, he wasn't wrong.
Gak is like motioning everyone to come to him.
Well, who's going to Ham before? Who's going to Lunaria?
Do we want? We could all go to Ham before and then all go to Lunaria. Leaving Dio.
We just need to go somewhere right now.
All right.
Yeah, I think Gak is just like.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You see the tentacles of the Kraken start to...
Rest in peace, boat.
We stole it anyway.
Running towards Gag.
Yep.
It's me and 8 creatures, so we're good. Everyone link hands.
Okay. You watch these 4 giant tentacles appear out of the water and span about 60 feet in the air as you start to cast... What is it, Gak?
Plane shift.
As you start to cast the spell, and it's instant, right?
It's like one action.
Yep.
I think it's instant. Yeah, instantaneous. Yeah.
Okay. As you start to cast, everyone runs over to you. You watch the tentacles start to just, in such a quick motion, go towards the ship. As they impact the ship, all of you disappear with plane shift. Where are you going?
I think Gak was taking everyone to Hamba Fort first, so we could drop Dio off.
Okay.
Because even if we did split up, if we split up, we'd be using 3 plane shifts. If we all went together as a group, we'd only use 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the party arrives in Hamba Fort. As the spell, as you all appear, the dust kicks up around you as your feet touch the long dirt road of Hamba Fort that cuts the city or the town in two. It's been a while since you've been here. And things have changed. There are more buildings. But most
How many
of those
months has
buildings-
it been?
Since downtime, I believe. So I think 5 or 6. 4 or 5 or 6. It's one of those. As you look in front of you, the immediate smell of burning wood hits your nose. As you look around and you hear screams of panic, you hear people running and see people running in all different directions. And you hear this horrible snarling noise from swarms of creatures that you see in front of you. These horrible beasts with tentacles and malformed faces and bodies that seem to run people down and just devour them. There are many, climbing on the buildings, climbing through the streets, attacking people. You see that the guild hall for the Order of the Lotus is on fire. The Dasta Manor is on fire. You don't know how these creatures got here, but they are ravaging and killing many people. You see this in front of you. Now I'm going to ask, as you see this in front of you, you see many of these swarms of creatures burst into Alan's bar. Some of them burst into the Temple of the Cleric, the Manor, the Order of the White Lotus, the farmlands. What are you doing?
I mean, how douchey would it be to just half of us say, okay, bye?
I mean, I was gonna say the same thing. Like, I don't want to be that person, but like in Yursa's mind, if this is what's happening here, she can only imagine what's happening in Lunar.
Right.
I don't think it's douchey. No. Multiple people need help. It's not.
I know,
You guys
I know.
probably have a handle on this. We're gonna go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Yursa, like, as soon as we get there, like, she's connecting those dots, and she would just say, I have to go. I have to go to Lunaria. I don't know what is happening there, but if this is here, they need my help at home, and I don't want to just leave these people. But there are other people who also are in the need of help, and I don't want to force anyone's hand, but I am going.
No, you need to go back to Lunaria.
That only makes sense.
Out of character, because Rianne wouldn't tell people where to go. Joe, however, thinks that the way we should divide the party is like sorry, because we gotta be a little tactical here, but I don't
Joe.
Okay.
I don't like tactics, so you do it for me.
I think that the split should be like Rianne, Basil, and then Gak or Gideon, and then Enid, Yursa, and Gak or Gideon, because I think then we have like a support, a DPS, and then we have like a utility caster or DPS caster with either one. I think that because Enid has a lot of DPS and Gak doesn't, I think that Yursa, Gak, Enid makes a lot of sense. Plus, they're all the Rift Wardens, all three of them.
Oh, yeah, we all gotta go back to Lunaria.
Yeah.
Gak grabs his pin.
And then everybody has support. Everybody has some
Enid
type of
puts on her
tankiness,
coat.
protection.
I was thinking the same thing.
Done.
Yeah. All right.
Before we in-game split up, I assume we're just gonna say in-game talked about that, like real quick, fast, speedy.
Yeah.
Enid would go over, give Basil a kiss, and say, "I'm gonna see you later, okay?"
Basil will hug her back, and you come back to me.
Always. And then she'll walk over to Yursa and Gak.
Yeah. Not to just copy what you did, but Rianne would walk over to Yursa.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, and say, go save Lunaria. They need you. I love you, Yrsa. They'll be okay.
You can see she nods and she says, I love you, and I will be right back.
And I think that Rian would just kind of kiss her forehead and just kind of like linger there for a moment, but then, you know, stuff to do.
As everyone's lingering, Gak with his big arms grabs everyone and puts them into a hug, just like 2-second hug. And he's like,
We got this. Let's go.
Seeing everyone talk, Gideon to Gak. So I'll see you at dinner, I guess.
See you at dinner, Gideon.
Yrsa will cast plane shift.
Woo! Goodbye.
Quad out.
Okay.
And
as
we
you
charge.
All right, boys.
As you are casting plane shift, there is a swarm that starts heading in this direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice.
Rian is gonna, yeah, he's just gonna pull out the sword, and he's gonna activate the divine radiance ability of the armor of the Lightbringer. So, you know, 30 feet of sunlight for 1 minute, super bright. I'll say he does that before they plane shift away, because then everybody gets 10 temporary HP.
Okay.
Helping my pals out.
Smart.
And then as they sort of plane shift away, he's just gonna go, servants of the Demogorgon, it is time to meet your end. And he's gonna summon a car, he's gonna fucking jump on, he's gonna...
Hell yeah.
He's not gonna go that fast. Hikari only has 30 feet of movement speed, so you guys run at the same speed as Hikari.
Okay. Also, not
Abyssal
to
creatures.
not to downplay that epic moment, but like it says I have 87 HP right now. Did we not rest? Did I
We
forget?
did not long rest.
All right.
Nope.
We did not long rest. Let's move on. Sounds good.
I'm at full health. I don't know what happened.
It was just because Enid fought the guy.
Enid
to
had
get
a
the
fight.
message.
Oh. I'm fine. It's fine.
Brienne.
But I just was like, where
These
we at,
creatures jump at you, you activate the armor and start slicing through. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well,
dude.
go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay, fuck yeah, still.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna miss.
Oh, I didn't hit the button, but it was a 27 to hit. Let me hit the button
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick.
that hits. Go ahead and roll damage for one attack.
Damage. 15 points of damage.
Okay. You cut through, and you can see it's about 50 of these creatures that jump through, and you slice through, and you cut down about 25 of them. As some of them reach out towards you, Gideon.
So I mean, they're just like running at us. There's no like people intermixed with them. These are just like the monsters.
These are just the monsters.
Yeah, I think Gideon's just gonna raise his hands and he's gonna cast Sickening Radiance. So as they're running through, they're just being burned by the divine magic.
Doesn't it create like a gate or something as they kind of just walk through it or something
No,
like that?
it's just a radius sphere. It's just basically a glowing.
Okay. So as you
Whereas-
cast the spell, go ahead and roll damage.
Should have had the spell prepared. That would have been smarter. Where is it?
So are these like... Does it seem like they don't do well against radiant damage then? Is that what we...
Abyssal creatures? They don't have... I mean, you not fought creatures like this. It doesn't seem like they have vulnerability to it, but they're not resistant
okay.
to it either.
Gotcha. Because Rachel's trying to think of what she can do.
Okay, give this one a moment. Yeah, as you cast Sickening Radiance, you just see a bunch of these creatures as they're kind of running towards you. As they go through the radiance, they kind of just drop immediately down to the ground. About 25, 30 of these creatures. Just a pile of them. As this pile from where Rian killed and what you killed Gideon in the backline, you kind of see a break in them, and then they start crawling over the bodies of the other abyssal creatures towards Basil.
Yeesh.
Oh, Jesus. You know, if this was real life, I would have been dead months ago. Because I can't make up my fucking mind. So it's just like they keep reappearing, or like they regenerate.
No, so for the sake of this, these like icons you see are just swarms, which just means there's just a crap ton of them. They're very like small, medium, large, like various sizes of these random abyssal creatures, but they're clumped together as a swarm. So to kill them all, you got to kill the swarm.
Okay, could I aim like a sacred flame kind of in the mid, like not at one specific one, but just in the clump to see what it could hit? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm gonna do that because I need to be smart about my spell slots. Okay.
Oh. 15 radiant damage, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so just at the nest thing, that's just where she'll cast.
Okay, cool. So as the swarm continues forward, they are you can see that you picked off many of these, but they continue going forward. It's going to start making attacks at you guys. Would have been nice if I had it pulled up too. We'll make a bite attack. Against Rian, is going to miss. I know that. Claw attack. It's a natural 20 on you, Gideon. And a tail attack.
That'd be such a shame as if someone silvery barbs that nat 20 of yours, John.
Damn.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Alright, I'm gonna roll again for that. Silvery
And
barb.
not only
19
that,
to hit.
then 19?
Yeah.
No, that's gonna hit.
And that's attacking Gideon?
Yeah, the first one was a 19. It would have missed you. The next one was attacking Gideon. The next one's attacking Basil.
Okay, I'm gonna use Sentinel on Gideon.
You can take advantage of that due to silvery barbs.
Oh, thank you so much. So then I'll just make an attack, and then whichever one is coming at Gideon as it starts the attack. I know it's a...
Oh!
Brother.
Okay, so because this is all happening at the same time,
For sure,
creatures are about to go attack. No. What I'm gonna say is roll your damage for your crit, because
yeah, I'm gonna.
These are small little creatures, and you guys are basically almost gods. So you're much faster than they are.
I'm gonna put a second little smite on that too.
All right. Well.
Okay, so that is. Sorry, Gideon. I know you just got attacked, and now I'm about to do math for 10 minutes. But actually, it's not. It's not I don't think. Okay, so D8.
I don't think I'm going to be attacked.
And then it's 2d8, 3d8, 4d8, because these would be considered fiends, aberrations, or undead?
They're fiends.
Okay. So that is going to be...
every single one of them.
5d8, 6d8, plus 11. Actually, don't have anything else to add other than that.
Give me 1 second. Do your math.
Yep.
Be right back.
So 6, 4, 24, 48. 48 plus 11 plus 68. Is that it? I just want to make sure. The armor has, I thought, something about something. No, that's just a smite that I can add to it. And then I'll expend a charge to add an extra d10 on the sword, just for funsies. So
hell yeah.
So plus, so 21 plus 48, 69, dude, 9s, brother. All right.
Oh.
Clickety clack. 100 even. All right.
Smited.
Well.
All right. Well, now we have to make sure there's no dead air. So.
Hey. Oh, never mind. All right, we're good. All right,
All right,
100 points
God,
of damage.
100?
100.
Exactly 100.
It
Yeah,
was 1d10
so,
plus 68 plus 69.
Okay. So, Gideon,
Nice.
as you notice that a large amount of these things are about to attack you, Rian, you look over and you slice upwards, and there's this large plume of wind and radiant energy that just like explodes as you slice. And there's this slight explosion, and Gideon and Basil, you kind of look away from the wind and the dust that gets kicked up, and you see that every single one of these creatures that were about to attack you lays dead on the ground in front of you.
Hey, Basil will she'll look over to Rian and give a thumbs up, like, nice.
Now, I'd like the three of you to roll initiative.
All right.
Wow.
Initiative.
Watch it be horrible. No bad.
No initiative tracker has been created yet.
Oh, mother bitch.
Hell yeah, dude.
Guys, we've been playing this game for 2.5 years, and I every time still fucking don't do it. I just forget it every time. It's crazy.
And it's not even your first game
Mother
either.
bitch.
Life is hard, John.
Yeah, life is
Yeah.
hard. All right,
I mean, it is my first game in Foundry.
14.
Sure.
First game in Foundry.
Damn. He got
Ooh.
you so good.
Ooh,
you
not
hear
with
that?
the,
Yeah.
not with
You
the
ever
mocky
think
tone,
about
dude.
that?
I asked,
Shit.
You ever think about that, John?
you know? No?
Sit with it.
I didn't.
Damn.
I'll try.
Damn. Damn.
The
Damn.
Kevin Hart thing.
52 years old.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's Felicity to me with our friendship. In my squeaky chair.
Yeah, I was like, there's either an elephant in your house or that was your chair.
That's always my chair.
That's Phil and I with our relationship.
Toot toot.
Okay, so we will go over to the Lunaria crew here in a second, but I just want
You're
to
good.
say how this works.
Okay. For sure.
It is a turn-based combat. However, the swarm of creatures are not really going to be. They're not have all of them don't have a turn order. There's one single turn order for them, and that's at the top of the round. And every round, they will attack the closest person. And those people are either your friends or yourself, depending on who you decide to go after and who you decide to save. After 2 rounds, if they have attacked one of the NPCs twice, they die. If you're not able to pull aggro from them and stop them from at least attacking them one turn, so they'll have two counters on them, basically. You'll see the counters go up, or at least I'll try to keep track of it. Elias is the exception. He has 3, and he is also fighting Morgrim. So it's up to you to try to save as many people as you possibly can, the NPCs that you know, and you can also try to save others as you're kind of going through here. But it will kind of go like that. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, we'll figure it out.
Copy.
Good?
Yep, I think.
Okay. So because the abyssal creatures just went, we're gonna do 1 round and then we'll go to the Lunaria crew. Brienne, you're up.
Oh shit.
Wait, what? I rolled a 19.
No.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
Gideon rolled the 19. I rolled the 14.
Oh shit, my bad, dude.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yo,
I was
dog.
like, huh?
Sorry.
Okay, quick strategy check. Where do we want to go here?
So I was just about to send a message. I think that not to split up again, because I is what I said, but I think Rian could probably go get Elias, and then Elias could help us save other people.
I still have a potion of flying, so I could drink it and then try to help from above, but also seek out people and have another method of getting them out than just on foot, if it makes it easier to do a little fly. But that's just me as someone who doesn't strategize.
Yeah. Do you have a potion of flying, Gideon? Because I have one in my inventory I could give you.
I have the wings of a devil attached to my back.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Even better.
I don't need a potion.
The most badass thing, dude. I don't need your fucking potion. I got devil wings.
But
because I have the Raven Queen wings, but the potion of flying lasts an hour, where the wings once per long rest for 1 minute.
Which
So-
1 minute is 10 rounds.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Those
think
wings
you
are
need to use the
specifically made for
potion.
combat.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm a grow. What does it look like, John? Do I just grow wings? What is it?
Yeah. I mean, like, not like the X-Men Angel or whatever his name was. Like, they don't just grow out of your back.
Yeah,
They're like
Angel.
spectral raven wings that kind of like, as you concentrate on the diadem, they kind of just like turn into a cape that then turns into wings.
Dirty.
Gotcha. Well, then I will do the wings instead.
Okay.
Activate now.
Yeah, as you do that, the two of you watch these giant raven wings sprout from Basil's back, these spectral raven wings. And Basil, you have a fly speed now.
Yay! Is it the same?
I think it should say what it is.
Pretty sure. Oh, up 60 feet for the duration.
Nice.
There you go.
So,
Okay.
I mean, how do you guys feel about that? If you guys either try and save one of these three that are closest, I don't know what I just pinged. That wasn't literally anybody.
A random house.
Like if you
that guy right there, save him.
If you guys try and save, these ones, because you guys, also have a lot of damage output that's capable, and if you're flying, you're not going to take any damage. If Rian and Elias can take out Morgrim, we can save Daryl, or the cleric, who's ever.
Is it Daryl or Phil?
Yeah. That's why he's there. I just want
That's
that
what
to
we
be
call a callback, everybody.
The answer to your question is yes.
Yes.
So, but also I know that if we're next to them, the creatures might attack us instead of the NPC. So if Rian goes straight for Elias, then these people are gonna, be a little more rough. But I
will say it's almost guaranteed they will attack you instead of the NPC if you are near them.
Yeah.
My only hesitation with going after Elias is we know mechanically Elias can survive 3 rounds, whereas everyone else can't.
Okay.
And so my worry is that if we're not able to roll high enough numbers to kind of clear them quickly, then it's just almost a guarantee that we're not going to be able to save everyone. Whereas we know Elias can hold out longer than everyone else. That's my only hesitation.
No, that's fair.
Because if we each take a turn and are able to clear out, most of them, then, maybe one person goes to help Daryl, but then, the others can go help Elias to where, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be better clearing some of the ads and then focusing on, was it Morgrim? What's his name?
Morgrim,
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's do Alan, Solomon, and then Ayla, and then we can go from there. Because if by that point it's turn 2 and Daryl's going to be dead anyway, we might as well just go straight for Elias.
I will say this. I'm going to add a new mechanic. If you hit one of the swarms, they will immediately stop trying to kill the NPC.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, sick.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, you'll be drawing their attention towards you.
Okay. New plan.
I'm listening.
I'm so sorry.
We do flybys, and we literally just get their aggro, and we try and pull them all together.
I'm A-okay with that.
All right.
Yeah, if we can just bring them all
Total warfare.
together, we can hit them with a left, right, and be good.
And then send them to the the end of this. I couldn't think of what to say. Kill him dead. I don't fucking know. All right.
All right.
Okay. Let's
get in.
Break.
Break.
Just checking the range on something. Sorry.
Yeah, the range is a little far. You do have to go through an entire town.
Yeah. So Gideon also has his 60-foot fly speed right now. So I mean, how tall are all the buildings?
I'd say on the low side, about 10 feet. On the high side, 15, 20. I mean, they're all various heights, so. And this is kind of loosey-goosey rules, so.
Sure.
Won't be using the Pythagorean theorem here.
Oh, we won't.
No.
All right, so if Gideon goes 60 feet forward. Like, let's say that I just went 60 foot forward, period, because of the flying speed. Is this the only one that I can see?
I'd say that you technically have eyesight of all of them except maybe the ones that are near Daryl, because it swarms. It's not like 20 or 30. This is almost like 100 of these creatures, like just swarming around and breaking through shit. So you can see a lot of them.
Okay, well, then to pull aggro, and gang, if we don't like this plan, feel free to chime in. But I'm thinking from right there, we just twin disintegrate this guy and that guy. Just hit two of them right off the bat.
I fuck with it.
I'm gonna take Rachel's silence as agreement. All right,
yeah,
cool.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat so bad. Yes, I'm good.
You're all good. All right. Well, you know the drill, John. Dex saving throws.
What's your DC?
It's high.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah. Just
Jack
go ahead and roll
Power.
damage.
All right, cool.
They don't. Again, these
They're
are
not
very
nimble?
small little. He's a small little guy. I mean, they're nimble, but they're also clumped up and you know. Okay.
Whew.
Those swarms somehow with the disintegrate spell that only normally hits one person, shoots and fires through this chain reaction. You watch both of these swarms die down to maybe 20 each in each swarm as they both kind of look towards you and are preparing to make way towards you.
Gideon tips his hat towards them just to egg them on.
Okay.
And end pass turn.
All right, Basil, you're up.
Okay, so here's my 60 feet. Brings me right here. Okay, listen. And I appreciate Nick for texting me this because I didn't even think about this. My guiding bolt reaches 1 feet, which will reach the little mob where Daryl is. So I could do a little zap at them, and we need to split up still.
Okay. Is that what you're gonna do?
That's what I would like to do.
Guiding bolt, is that a roll to attack or is that a save?
I believe it is make a ranged spell attack against the target.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
Well,
Doesn't matter. 18 definitely hits. As you fly over Basil, you look over as these creatures are swarming the farm fields, going towards Daryl's house. As you kind of lean back and lob a guiding bolt, the furthest you've ever thrown it before, You watch it arc through the sky and hit a couple of these creatures as they all stop in their tracks and turn towards you and start rushing in your direction. And I would say, just for cinematic purposes, these things run like those creatures from, oh my gosh, what's the one where they can't talk?
Howl's Moving Castle?
Quiet Place.
Quiet Place.
Quiet Place. Yeah,
Oh,
these
okay,
creatures run
okay.
like that.
I was like, those little glob tar monsters?
Yeah,
That's
these
how I've
creatures
been
look,
envisioning them this whole entire time.
these creatures look kind of like that and also run kind of like that. So these things are very fast and skittering towards you at this point. But you do hit them and draw their attention. Is that your turn?
She'll just be like waving her hands up in the air like, over here, fuck faces!
All right. Okay.
That's
It is Morgrim's turn. Because, okay.
I'm
either
sorry.
way.
I'm sorry.
Moves over here. Elias takes 1 point. And I'm just going to put icons on them. Rian, you're up.
Okay. So I'm a little limited here because I don't. I guess I'm gonna have to burn through my action surge in order to be able to do anything here on this first round. I'm gonna use
Oh,
my.
I thought you were gonna take a flying potion too.
You're on Hikari.
Well, Hikari's movement speed is 30, so I'm gonna activate my channel divinity into Hikari to have Hikari sprout those sort of feathery, vine-covered wings to give Hikari their 80 feet of movement speed.
Okay.
And then I will move here. I'm gonna stay pretty low to the ground. Just
Would have thought that near the end game, every party member would have the ability to fly.
And then this creature is 50 feet away. So I'm going to use my action surge, because I do not have anything with a bonus action that can hit that far. Where is action surge? Where are you? There you go. And then with my second action, I'm going to use a second level spell slot. It's not that much, but I'm going to cast Moonbeam on the ones right by Solomon.
Is that 12 radiant damage?
12 radiant damage, DC 17.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say any DC checks on these things, they're gonna fail.
Okay, good to know.
Especially if it's Dex. I mean, they're just crawling over each other like there's nowhere for them to go.
And then that's it.
Okay. Top of the round. All of you have successfully pissed off every single one of these swarms. So, this one's gonna full action. Look this way. How far are you guys off the ground? I know, Jay, you said it.
Not very.
Yeah.
10 feet, 5 feet?
Yeah, I'm probably only 5 feet.
Yeah, I mean, since I don't know, for Gideon, he focused on getting as far forward as he could to cast a spell. Yeah, probably only like 5 feet off the ground, in fairness' sake.
Okay, since you guys did use that, okay.
Basil would be high enough off the ground where she could see that little patch of Sour Patch Kids and take them out. So.
We'll say you're 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, don't look at my skirt. I'm just kidding. She wears leggings, guys. Under her skirt.
I thought she had full ass armor at this point.
She does.
She, always has to be the stylish one. I'm just kidding.
With her armor. Let her be a cutie.
It was like my whole identity is being the stylish one. And the sad one.
So, we're going to move over to the Lunaria crew.
Oh, Gideon.
Where did you teleport? Where did you plane shift, Yrsa?
Like right where right in front of the rift, essentially.
Okay. Now, for those who remember Lunaria, luscious, green, beautiful village that you're from. And this is what you're expecting to at least see. And as the spell, all of you look around, and you also smell the burning of wood, the burning of leaves. There are less screams here, as instead, you hear fighting. You hear swords clinging against claws, arrows flying through the sky. And as you appear, Yrsa, Gak, and Enid, you hear 3 arrows whiz past you all and hit some of these abyssal creatures as Willow looks over towards the 3 of you. You see Lunaria on fire and under attack. You see these abyssal creatures attacking your friends, Yrsa. You see them attacking the fighters. But above you, on a large, large central tree of Lunaria, where the queen is, Alora, you hear the cracking of a fiery whip and the lightning of a sword. These large leather wings kind of expand over the edge as you see a Baelor attacking the central tree and the central people. What is the first thing that you do, Yrsa?
This is very bad here. That's Kayla. Okay, Yrsa is going to... We need a little help, so she's immediately going to cast Summon Elemental.
Okay. What elemental?
Fire. No. What are these things? These ones are undead. This is the guy like. Earth.
Earth elemental?
Yeah.
Okay. As you look towards and you slam the staff down and then start to pull the earth up and start to meld this elemental out of the clay and the wood and the trees, you see this creature start to run towards the abyssal creatures. Okay. So Yrsa brings out a elemental. Enid, what are you doing?
That is such a good question. Okay, so everything works similarly to the other one. Like, we can draw aggro from
Correct.
people who are being attacked.
Yes. There are 2 caveats to this one.
Okay.
One, almost everyone who is an NPC here is a threat to the abyssal creatures because they have abilities, they have fighting prowess. The only one in Hambefort that had that was Elias and the cleric. I will say for the fighters down here, everyone here has 3 turns.
Okay.
3 ticks. I will also say that you can see above some of them that they actually have feet above them because they are up in trees. So here we are using a slight Pythagorean theorem, but not really. But to get to them, you have to at least go 85 feet to get to there.
Okay. So let's game plan, y'all. Because I'm like, I guess I could go anywhere and just start swaying and sneak attacking, but what do you... How can I help you to achieve what you need? Because like I said, I could kind of go anywhere and attack anything. Are we trying to keep also this one in literally the rift right here? One, are they actively... Sorry for all the questions. Are they actively coming out of the rift, or is this one attacking the rift?
No, they're actively coming out of it. Like you
Okay.
can see them swimming out of the water and
So
then starting to crawl.
you're gonna close it? Was that a yes?
If Ursa closes it, she's cutting her connection off here. Like that's how she closes all the rifts, right? Is like she has to sever the tether with the person connected to it. So Ursa would be cutting her connection here. So she can. That just sounds like it sucks.
We
She was
got a
trying to avoid that.
big rock we can shove on top of it or something. Can you wait? Does anyone have access to like Wall of Force?
No. I have a wall of thorns.
I don't know if that will be strong enough.
No. But like, here's Ursa's plan. This has happened not to this extent. But, like, the people here are prepared for things to come out of it. It happens periodically. But like, obviously this is like a full-scale attack. This is very different. I'm hoping that there will be an end to it and it won't just be like continuous, you know what I'm saying? To where she doesn't have to close it. If things get to the point where that doesn't seem like it's an option, she will do it.
Also, this isn't a portal to the Abyss. It's a portal to the Feywild, and there's a bunch of abyssal creatures in the Feywild. So closing it, it wouldn't really help. It would help immediately, but it wouldn't help the real issue.
Yeah.
Right,
But
right.
I understand what you're saying, Felicity, because like if
Well,
more
yeah.
keep coming out, that's gonna be a problem.
Well, yeah, because it's like we don't know how many people are on the other side, so it's like if we don't close it, they're just gonna be here too. So it's like three of us aren't strong enough. I don't know. I'm assuming that there's like a horde, you know, through there. I have no idea. Okay, that's a great idea though, just to like wait and see and like use that as plan B with the rift. Okay, all right. So yeah, I guess back to the first question. Where should I go? What are your guys' thoughts and plans?
I have an idea that Gak is going to ask Enid for help with, but I have a question for John first.
Yeah.
The Baylor, does it have a big open mouth?
I mean, it can. The art says it does, but like it has a jaw, so it can close it and open it. So it's not.
Is it like screaming and stuff though?
This is a weird question. This is an odd question.
You should say yes.
It's it's fighting.
Yeah.
So from time to time, it does open as it's screaming.
Okay.
Like 50%.
Okay.
Is there a question?
No, that's all I needed.
Okay.
Do you need me to get up there?
Yeah. Gak
I can
has
get
an
up there.
idea.
All right. I'm gonna start off real strong then. And go straight for the fucking Baylor.
Okay. I will say this as well. Adding another mechanic, because all of these NPCs here can fight, have abilities. On turn 1, all of the NPCs that are next to a swarm will deal 10 damage.
Right. Okay, what about the Baylor? Sorry.
Same thing.
Okay,
Same thing.
cool.
It'll deal 10 damage.
What about more? Anyway, so I won't ask that. Okay, all right. We're going to use my psionic daggers to teleport up here, which should be as far as I can throw them. So I know that's 120 feet. Oh, wait.
Wait,
I'm waiting. What's up, Gak?
Do we have to do an initiative first, or
No, this first initiative is technically a surprise round for you guys. So like,
okay.
Oh,
So
I see.
Oh, can I
Gak-
move my boy then? Sorry.
Yeah.
Gak is gonna reach in his bag and pull out a potion and give it to Enid and say,
"Can you get this in that big one's mouth?"
Yep. She'll take it. She'll give him a nod. And then, all right.
And is it
is it?
Is it a free action to hand something to someone, or is that like a
To interact
bonus
with
action?
objects, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Free action? Okay.
Yeah.
Bonus action, Gak's gonna pull out his potion of flying and drink it.
Nice.
Okay.
And then for his action, he's gonna say,
"I'm gonna go up there and see if I can get this other one in its mouth too."
and then he's going to use his Heart of Ioun and cast invisibility.
Oh.
on himself.
Okay.
Did you tell? Can I tell what this is?
Enid has seen it before, but Gak did not say what it was.
You want it to be a surprise. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
I think John
I know.
knows what it is.
I think I just realized the fuck it is.
I'm excited to find out.
If it's what I think it is, crazy.
All right.
Insane.
Hey, John. Can
Yeah.
I take back what I did and do something else?
Sure.
Okay.
Punch the elemental thing.
No. Just to rewind. Sorry.
Brings him up. Wait a minute.
I don't want you. Okay, sorry, I realize a lot of your spells are concentration, and I just feel like if I'm gonna be concentrating on something, I want it to be something a little bit different.
Right.
So speaking of Wall of Thorns, yours is gonna cast that, and I would like to cast Wall of Thorns right here.
Okay.
Kind of like in front of, I mean, hell, we can just dissect this guy if we need to. Just like in front. See how I'm doing this? Can I draw a line?
That good?
It's a square. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What level
Kind
is
of. It's at 7th level. 6th level. It's a 6th level spell.
that? Okay.
So. Oh shit! Hold on. That cast. 6th level.
See if this does anything cool. No.
So it is a wall of tough pile, bramble bush, needle sharp thorns. It appears within a solid range on a solid surface. I would like it kind of like climbing up the tree.
Okay.
Kind of like creating this like barbed wire in front of the creatures, cutting off their access to the people in front of them. They need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, they're gonna instantly fail.
Perfect. Okay.
See if this one's better.
On a failed, it takes a lot of damage. It takes 70 points of damage.
Oh!
Holy
God
shit, that's
damn,
crazy.
Nursa.
That's
What the
crazy.
fuck?
And then first time.
Oh wait, hold on. We placed it. Shit, not there. Let me redo this.
I know, sorry.
Really
I was
hit them,
trying to
right?
get it. Yeah, I want it to be like partially in their bodies, but also like trying to stop them from progressing forward.
You said
Like-
70 points of damage?
Yes, it's taking 34 piercing and 36 slashing damage.
Hold on. Okay.
That's crazy.
So Yursa, as you look over and you cast Wall of Thorn, these vines and these spikes made of wood and nature just appear out of the ground and just impale hundreds of these things. And as they try to walk up, you see their hands start to impale and they fall down onto these spikes. What is the, never mind. As you see multiple of these things, I can't think of the word, so I'm just gonna
That's
skip
okay.
it. where there were hundreds, there are now 20, 30 left, and now they're having to climb over the wall of thorns.
Oh yeah.
And you...
It's 10 feet high, baby.
Yep. You see Eredrin look back towards you and smile as she sees you, and you hear in your mind from your friend Rin, "Thanks, Yrsa."
She is going to nod.
Okay.
Okay.
And Enid, you stop throwing your dagger for you to take your potion of flying.
No. That's not what happened. I'm not flying.
Oh.
Dak hands
shit.
me a potion.
I took the potion of flying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I handed Enid a different potion.
I bonus action teleport up to the Baylor.
You throw the dagger and immediately teleport behind the Baylor. It doesn't know you're there.
Okay.
Because of your new feature. You don't have to, if they don't have line of sight.
True. Yes. Well, hopefully he'll turn around and open his mouth at me because she's gonna sneak attack. Ah!
Okay. You can see Alora, the Queen of Lunaria, is also casting a similar spell that Yrsa cast, the Wall of Thorn, but it is not as powerful. As she pulls up the Wall of Thorn, the whip goes through it and lights it on fire. She kind of gets knocked back as you sneak attack. Are you just stabbing it with a dagger, or do you want to jump on its back and
we jump
throw a
in
potion
on
in
it.
its mouth?
Oh wait, can I do that all at the same time?
Yeah, movement is to just climb on its back, and then action to throw a potion in its mouth.
Sneak.
If you want to do it.
A sneak throw in the mouth.
Can you imagine just somebody climbing on you and throwing something in your fucking mouth?
Yeah, I would love to do that actually.
Okay,
I would very
so-
much. Oh my gosh, am I like on its shoulders while I do that? That's so fucking fun. I love this visual.
As you
Okay, anyway.
go ahead and make a attack roll,
Okay.
and this is against the Baylor's armor
Why
class.
can't I fucking roll well?
Would it be with advantage because she's sneaking? He doesn't know
It
it. It's
is.
a surprise
It
for
is.
him.
You
I
are
actually
sneaking.
have advantage from sneaking. I cannot roll fucking well though. Oh my god. 17, I'm sure it misses.
That is just a hit, to be honest.
Oh
So,
nice.
as you see the Baylor starting to raise its sword, Enid, you kind of run up its back calf and grab onto its wing and kind of sling yourself forward in front of it, and then use its hand to kind of jump off. And as you jump off past it, you throw the bottle into its mouth, and it explodes. What potion was this, Nick?
Enid just gave the Baylor the filter of love.
Hilarious.
Oh, what does that do?
So, the first creature it sees, it becomes charmed by for an hour, and it won't attack it.
Is it seeing me or the other chick, the queen? Who's it looking
question.
at?
Go ahead and make a stealth check, Enid.
That's really funny. Watch me roll low again. No, it's reliable talent, so I should be fine. 32!
Okay, yeah. So in this instance, you would have wanted to roll low, but because you're stealthy, it doesn't see you.
That's fine.
But it looks towards Alora, and as you kind of get to cover, you notice it kind of goes slack as it kind of puts its sword down and its whip down to the ground and kind of kneels down to Alora. And Alora looks over to you, Enid. Actually, no, Alora doesn't. You have 32 stealth? No, you're not there. She looks to where you went, and she's like,
"What the fuck just happened?"
You just hear her go, "I'm not sure what to do in this scenario."
I mean, Enid will come out of, like, poke her head around and say, I didn't know what that was, but now I'm remembering what this was, and I think it's in love with you.
As it sees you, Enid, it kind of raises a whip as Alora goes, "No!" And it stops and puts the whip down.
Nice whipped, LOL.
Baylor incapacitated.
My love.
I love.
Wait, can Baylors be charmed?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Yes,
okay,
they can.
Good. I was like, that's a great question, John.
They can be charmed.
Oh.
Cool. So Enid, you did that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're up.
Gak is like mid-flying to the Baylor, invisible, and sees that, and he's like, oh, okay, good. And he just puts the filter of love back into his bag, and he's gonna start.
You had 2?
Oh, Gak bought 5. Do you remember that? He bought 5 from a potion
We
store
need
in
the
Eldon.
Demogorgon to fall in love with
Well,
someone.
no, I'm gonna say Demogorgon can't be charmed. And if he couldn't, if he could have been, he can't now. I'm just kidding.
So Gak is flying over this way, and he is going to cast. Or would his turn have been giving Enid the potion, doing all that stuff? No.
No.
Okay.
Well, that's ever so sweet of you, John.
Yeah, Gak is going to. Also, I need to check real quick. He can cast invisibility at will, so it's not on my spell book. But invisibility is concentration, right?
Until you attack something.
Yeah. Okay.
Because greater invisibility is the one where you can cast spells without using.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do actually have invisibility in the spell book. Okay. So I'm going to cast. I mean, like Wall of Fire, right? Everything's already on fire, you know.
I will tell you this: you fought abyssal creatures before. They don't seem like they care too much about fire.
Yeah. Sorry, I really thought my turn was giving things to people. So I am.
I mean, we could skip it.
Figure it out.
No, it's okay. I'm just I'm gonna break my invisibility. I'm gonna cast a magic missile at 5th level.
On the one near Yelindar?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and
So
roll your
that's-
damage.
That's 7. 7 of them.
You ever chew gum and then bite the side of your mouth?
Yes.
Holy shit. 5, 10. Okay, maybe you should have just rolled 70.
Yeah. I should have done 74 plus 7, but you know, you live and
5,
you learn.
10. Okay, I'm just going to do it.
16, 19, 21, 25, I think.
Okay. Yeah, as you're flying up, you cast Magic Missile as they kind of dodge and weave around all of the branches and trees. They all simultaneously hit this swarm, and you see some of them just fall off the side of the trees, kind of slamming against the bark and the branches as they fall to the ground. There's still many in front of Yelindor, but you took a chunk out of them. All right, so that is everyone. So now everyone can roll initiative. This time I started the turn. The combo.
Man, all my rules are poopy. Man, we all rolled shit.
We were all pretty poopy there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Also, John,
Okay.
Because to be fair, I misread. They only take 34. They'll take the slashing damage at the end of their turn when they move out of it. So I don't know if that matters to you.
Well, they'll have to move out of it regardless.
Okay,
right?
yeah, okay, you're right. Yes, they do because I had it grow in them.
So I just won't I won't deal damage to them at the top.
Yeah.
There.
Yes. I just wanted to make that clear.
Okay. Cool. You begin combat. As I did before, Enid, you're up.
Woo! Well, if the Baylor is in love with her, I think Enid's just gonna like pat the queen on her shoulder and say, "You got this." And bonus action, teleport over here. Sneak attack! Rah!
Okay.
That's what we gonna do. And we're gonna be using her psionic blades with the radiant damage, knowing that, like, at least it does pretty okay with them. So,
Okay.
I know it's like a horde, so, like, maybe she can, like, aim it where one goes through, like, 7, you know? Like, trying to wait till they line up and then get through, slice through
100%.
it. Okay. Oh, nat 20, that's pretty cool. And then I already used my bonus action, so that. Yep.
Hold on, let's max this damage.
Oh,
so
sorry,
it's
I forgot
66
that
is
part.
36.
plus the psychic damage, which is a d6.
Technically
So
radiant
it's
damage.
42 plus 20.
D6 plus 5 is the psychic damage. Does the plus 5 count when you do the max?
No, the modifier doesn't count.
It only got counted once.
So it'd be 42 plus the 20.
Nice.
So 62 damage.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Enid, as you kind of teleport over, you see Yolindar is slicing through these creatures, very Legolas style, but more acrobatics, as he's kind of flipping and kind of slicing through these. As you appear, you start throwing your daggers and start taking and killing multiple of these things. And as you do, start jumping through the swarm and starting throwing a dagger, calling it back, stabbing one, throwing a dagger, calling it back, stabbing one, and just kind of this perpetual motion of throwing and calling back your daggers as you're just taking out this swarm. This swarm goes from about 55 creatures to about 10 in a matter of seconds. As you kind of drop down to the ground, get ready for the next round, Lindor just looks to you and goes, "Thank you."
Yeah,
As
hi
you kind of-
again.
Hi. With that, Gak, you're up.
Okay, from where Gak is, when he looks down into the rift, from when we were Rift Wardens, you can see into it and onto the other side, right?
Yeah, the pond is completely clear, and all you can see at the bottom is that portal. And if you look down towards it, you can see creatures starting to reach out and start to swim from the water, and that's what this swarm is right here.
Does
They're
it
just kind
seem
of joining?
Does it seem like on the other side of the portal, it's like all creatures, or like does it seem like there's a lot more on the other side?
Honestly, it's really hard to tell. Even with your passive perception that is very high, there's so many that it's hard to see the Feywild as a backdrop, as a whole. You can kind of see the sky a little bit, but it's really hard to tell how many there are.
Gotcha. Man, I wish boil water worked faster.
Oh, man. That's a great idea, though. Do you got time stopped so you can work on that for a bit?
Okay, so there's just a little bit left of these guys next to Enid, right?
Yes.
And then there's those two over there that are getting thorn whipped. So it's these guys down here, and then the people next to Yrsa. So I think Gak's gonna fly over this way, and to those that he has down there. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. That's sick. Okay, he's going to cast Ice Knife at 5th level.
Okay. Also, just to let everyone know, the two maps you should be able to switch between. For those on the other map, you can look at the other map if you feel like you need to plan or whatever. You should be able to switch. But yeah, you throw Ice Knife. There is no save. It just is gonna hit. So you roll damage.
So on a hit, the target takes 1d10. Yes. Okay, that's fine. And then it explodes. And then each creature dex save, yep, or take 2d6 cold damage. Using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the cold damage increases by 1d6 for each spell slot. Okay, and this is 5th level, so 6d6? Yeah, 6d6. Okay, so 20.
Okay, as you throw the knife and it explodes, you see a bunch of these abyssal creatures just kind of drop to the ground and freeze over and shatter on the ground. As you see the fighters of Lunaria kind of backing up and firing arrows, taking some of these out. Like some of them look up to you and acknowledge what you just did, but they're in the thick of it. So, but yeah, you take out quite a bit of these creatures.
Awesome. And then bonus action. I think. I don't know what this would even do to a big group, but Gak's gonna attempt to do like telekinetic shove to this group to push them into like. I know they don't care about fire too much, but like push them into the fire if there's something around them to like.
Yeah. So as you use telekinetic shove, I will say instead of the creatures, you shove a nearby large branch that kind of pushes up against them and kind of throws them backwards into the fire. I'll say they kind of move back here. Beautiful. Badass. Gak is flying around, throwing ice knives and chucking branches at people. All right. Yursa, you're up.
And Gak's still invisible?
No, not anymore.
No, yeah, not anymore.
Where is he?
Yursa is going to look at Willow.
You see him now?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That's okay. She doesn't look like she's been harmed at all yet. Like just meta or just.
You can see a little blood. She's probably been fighting for a little bit. She's got some scratches, but she's not near death or anything like that. Just she's fighting.
So Yursa, instead of casting the Earth Elemental, is going to turn into the Earth Elemental.
Okay. As you kind of pull the earth around you and encase yourself in it, as you kind of meld into the stone, you turn into the Earth Elemental. I'll put you over here.
Thank you. And then the group that's coming out, I assume it's going to start attacking Willow if I don't interfere. Can't have that. She's going to lumber in front of it, and I believe. Do I have multi-attack? I do have multi-attack. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 slam attacks against this group.
Okay.
1 slam.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good slam.
Slam.
Good slam.
Alright. Second slam.
Kill multiple things with the large rock fists.
More slam.
Okay. You walk into the pond slightly and slam down as you see this purplish ichor of blood underneath your arms as you lift them back up and you slam again. Water kind of spurting upwards, more bodies of these abyssal creatures as they actually start to climb up you, Yursa, and you start pulling them off and throwing them and starting to slam them as you are getting very angry that they hurt your sister.
Yes.
Okay.
And yep, that is her turn. She's still concentrating on her thorn ball.
Okay. So, each NPC near some of these are going to deal an extra 10 damage. So Yelindar looks towards Enid and kind of Enid, you kind of lean down and he rolls off your back and starts slicing these creatures. They are very, very close to being gone. The Lunaria fighters are going to deal 10 damage to these. Willow, you see, pulls out more arrows and just starts firing, dealing 10 damage to these. Rin will deal 10. Oh, sorry. Will deal 10 damage to these as well. She kind of, being a druid herself, kind of places her hands in the dirt, and the spikes from your thorn walls, Yursa, extend even further as she kind of manipulates the nature with you. Same with Eredin, again, a druid, however, turns into a bear and just starts clawing and tearing these things apart, dealing another 10 damage to these. The horde of creatures are starting to dwindle very quickly. However, with that, we're going to go back to Hambefort on fire. And at the top of the round...
You're back.
But did we lose everybody on this turnover?
Nope, I still see it.
I see it.
Oh, everyone's flying, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, let me refresh because everyone's invisible. on my screen. Imagine I can't get into my own server. That'd be crazy.
I don't wish that upon you. What a very frustrating time.
Yeah.
True facts.
Okay, cool. So, going back into it, the abyssal creatures are up first. They are going to... Well, you did piss them all off.
For sure.
So they are all going to attack you. This one's going to move up here. So, Rian, I'll say you have 6 attacks coming at you.
Sounds good.
Gideon, you also have 6 attacks because they can't reach Basil.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good.
So it's 3 attacks for each. Let's do bite, claw, tail. So miss, natural 20, miss. On the first, 3 towards you again. 1. So these are to hit you, Rian. 22, 19, 22.
Nope.
So just the natural 20 hits.
Correct.
Cool. Sick. However, it is unfortunately a decent chunk of damage. You'll take 58 points of piercing damage as they just start climbing on top of you, climbing on your legs, Rand, pulling you down and biting into your ankles and your calves. And then there's 6 attacks towards Gideon.
The one directly behind me that's near death, I am going to attack it as soon as it attacks Gideon with my reaction for Sentinel.
Okay. Well, this is the one that's attacking Gideon right now, so let's see if you kill it before it gets him.
Yeah!
A second time! Again!
Ooh, 18?
18 hits.
All right. It's near death. I'm going to put a first level smite on it right off the bat, just to hopefully save Gideon the trouble. So,
Thanks, homie.
16 plus 13, 29 points of damage.
Nice.
Fuck.
Okay. As they are biting at you, Rian, you feel the searing pain. However, you look back and see that they're starting to swarm Gideon. And once again, you slice down multiple times, creating this whirlwind of cuts. As you see all of these creatures just fall down to the ground in front of Gideon. Another one dead. But 3 more attacks towards Gideon.
I can't stop those ones, Gideon. Sorry.
What do you mean?
13, 15, and 11. They all miss.
Those are all misses.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing I didn't need
you're up.
you.
All right. Should I try to finish the one off in front of Basil off, or should I go for the 2 uninjured ones?
You can go with the uninjured ones.
I mean, if it ain't broke, we were just gonna twin disintegrate again.
That also works.
Alright, cool. It's done, Jonathan.
Fuck it up.
Twin disintegrates at the barely injured ones, or whatever they are.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Where'd you go? There you are. $75. I did not mean to move her in.
Oh, Akari, calm down. It's okay.
Gideon, as you kind of yelled to Rand to kind of duck, you twin disintegrate, and Rian, these sickly green beams get lobbed past you and hit these 2 swarms as all of them almost nearly die, taking from 50 down to about 15 in each group. Is that your turn, Gideon?
Mostly. I mean, if I'm 10 feet in the air, these things can't hit me.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
So, until they start World
Get up
War Z
here, boy.
zombieing and climbing on top of each other.
We good if Gideon starts making his way towards Elias. I don't think him standing here really does anything to help the party.
Yeah, that's what Rian was going to do on his turn anyway, so yeah.
Cool. All right, so he'll go 5 feet up in the air, so he'll just travel 55 feet.
Okay.
There we go. Whee! There he is.
Okay, 10 feet up in the air. All right, it's your turn. Basil, you're up.
So are we all wanting to head in the direction of Elias, or have someone still stay here and finish these out?
If you have AoE of any kind, you should try and finish them off.
You have spirit guardians?
Guardians.
I was looking at the spirit guardians. Yeah, because.
I mean that.
Oh wait, where did I?
Literally upcast it a little bit, like at 5th level, and then just dive in there and just like dive bomb with the wings.
Where did I put my stupid spirits?
It would really
There
be
we go.
a murder of crows.
Ha ha. Yeah,
I'm officially retiring. I'll never top that.
I'll go ahead and cast the spirits. We'll do radiant. Yeah, we'll do radiant. And then, so it's like a 15 sphere, right? Can I go to like a nice little sweet spot where I'm in the middle and close enough to where it can touch all of them?
100%.
Okay.
Okay. You fly down. You'll have to get down 5 feet.
That's
As
okay.
you fly down and you cast Spirit Guardians, the raven feathers start to almost detach, not leaving bare spaces, but detach from the wings themselves and start to circle around you in this tornado of raven feathers that start to turn almost like steel as they start to fly around you in this whirlwind of steel raven feathers. They start to cut through all of these creatures around you. One swarm completely disintegrated and decapitated from these things. Another swarm next to Rian dead. And the one behind you, there are about 4 of these creatures left alive. As they start to actually back up a little bit, as you kind of land on the ground, Basil, and kind of look back towards you, as these raven feathers are just perpetually spinning around you.
That's so cool. Can I'm gonna move closer.
Okay. You start stepping toward these creatures. They already took the damage. They won't take it again. But you are intimidating as fuck right now. You have large raven feathers, this beautiful diadem crown, and this cyclone of raven feathers around you in this dark black and purple armor. Yeah, these creatures that probably never show fear are slightly showing it in this moment.
That's fun.
Okay.
That'll be it.
Okay, Morgrim's turn. That is one more tick onto Elias. No, just one more tick.
Dude.
Rian, you're up.
Okay. He's gonna look to Basil and say, "Can you finish them off?" Looking to the spirits. Okay.
Yeah, I've got it.
All right. And he is going to 80 feet on Kari.
As you kind of take off, dust kind of exploding behind you as you fly through. And are you going to get down to the ground, or are you going to stay flying?
Oh, no, I'm landing on the ground next to this motherfucking cat, dude.
Okay.
Not the cool kind either.
As you land, Morgrim pulls a knife out of Elias's chest and kind of looks back towards you and goes, "Nice of you to join us." And turns around and starts to go to stab you.
Yeah, Rian's gonna go, "Oh, shut up already," and he's just gonna attack him. Bonus action.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna Okunai might of it. And then
right, Yoda.
Mogrim is a. Would you say he is a medium creature or small?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, very rarely do I get to use this, but I have the mounted combatant feature. So while I am on a mount and the creature is smaller than my mount, I attack with advantage.
Okay, sick.
And Elias is flanking. So a d6 also?
Yeah, we'll say that.
All right.
I'm gonna have to give you this little marked thing because my rage thing is not working, so it's not cool.
All right, 26 to hit on the first one.
Hits.
Nice. So that plus that, and then I'm also, because fuck this guy, I'm gonna do another second level smite.
Okay.
For an extra 48. So that's gonna be 33 points of damage.
Okay.
And then second attack. First
You already
hit.
rolled it, right? The 24.
It's advantage.
Okay.
Because the mounted combatant, yeah. So 16.
Plus a d6.
And well, I'm gonna roll with advantage to see if 28.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. I am going to expend a charge, one charge of the sword, to have the sort of foxes along the side light up in flame, and there's this spout of fire that's going to deal... Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm not going to do that, because I know him. I'm not going to use fire. Okay. So then I'll expend a third level spell slot. And a kunai... yeah, okay. So that's going to be this damage. Plus this. I kind of want to save the...
Someone's in a car right now.
Feature of the Radiant Smite or crit. Well, actually, if Mogrim gets another turn, Elias dies. So I'm gonna also activate the Radiant Smite ability of the armor to deal an extra 8d8 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Because it's 48 normally, and then 8d8 if they're a fiend or undead.
Okay, go and roll your damage.
Okay, so then that's gonna be plus 8. I'm so bad at math. Literally 13. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so it's gonna be 18 plus 59.
Okay. As you slice once and twice, and then as the second hits, there's a boom of radiant energy as you smite. You see some of the fur and skin kind of dissipate off of Morgrim as he kind of looks towards you and just smiles this big grin. He's still alive.
Well, not for long, as Rian's gonna end his turn, and
there's two other people behind him, so I wouldn't be feeling too confident, Mogrim.
Okay. It is the abyssal creature's turn. However, we are going to head back to Lunaria. I will say this. We'll take one more round, and then I think we'll go to break after this round. Sound good?
Okay.
Cool. All right. So the abyssal creatures are up first, except for the Baylor. So these at the thorns don't take damage,
Yes.
right? Because
Correct. You already took it.
So
However, if they move, for every 1 foot a creature moves through the wall, it spends 4 feet of movement. It's very specific.
That is very... wouldn't it just say, like, 5? Good question.
Because...
Why 4?
Because that means every foot is 5 feet, technically. So it's every foot is 1 square. So their full movement speed, they get to move 6... Not 6 squares. They get to move... I don't know. I tried to do the math.
This hurts. Anyway.
I just wanted it to be known.
So, Adrian is going to take a tick. Not dead. Jesus Christ. Rin is going to take a tick.
They have 3 or 2?
They have 3. Because they actually have abilities and stuff. So they're a little hardier than random NPCs. You know, Enid?
Yeah.
You did a lot of damage to these ones, so these ones are going to actually attack you instead of...
That would make sense.
Yeah. So 3 attacks towards you.
Okay.
Bite, claw, and tail. So 23 to hit, 16 to hit, 20 to hit.
The first and the last hit.
Okay. So you'll take 30 points of piercing damage from the bites and 12 points of bludgeoning damage from the tail.
Okay.
The Baylor is charmed. Enid, you're up.
Okay. We're going to kill them.
Okay.
Da 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 da.
Good idea.
All right. And I still get sneak attack because Elias is, or not Elias, sorry, Elendor is right here. So.
Yep.
Sneak attack. 20. Not natural.
Yeah. Yeah. So I will say this. What does it look like when Eden kills the swarm? It has 3 hit points left.
Oh, yeah. I think I like, well, since it's a swarm, I think it's kind of tricky when you technically have 1 attack. So kind of
just
like...
think of it in it's multiple attacks. You're just slicing through things.
Yeah. I think she just kind of like, would be cool is if she like prepared, like, you said they had 3 hit points left, so I'm gonna imagine 3 of them were just flying left, and she like summoned like 3 of her psionic blades like in her hand and like threw it, and they all like arced 1, 2, 3 and hit them in a like little...
You summon the 3 blades almost like playing cards.
Yeah.
Throw them and instantly killing them. That's cool. That's sick.
And then would it be possible, instead of me using another psionic charge to teleport, could I slide down the trunk of this tree to get down to here? Yes.
Yes,
All right.
it will be an acrobatics check, and it is 80 feet up, so the DC won't be very difficult, but you have to slide
Also-
off and jump to things.
Other question, because I forgot that activating my Boots of Haste is an action. Do you mind if I use my action to activate Boots of Haste and then use my haste action to attack? Does that bother you?
That's fine.
Alright, that's what I did. So then, I'll make my acrobatics check, especially... Oh, before she leaves, she's gonna be tell Elendor to, like... She'll just say, hey, help anyone you can, but get out of here. And then she will...
I will say that you fall some of that. Well, not falling
Great.
to actually take damage, but you kind of jump off so that you're not
Oh,
using your movement.
yeah.
You're falling. But
Yeah.
so go ahead and make an acrobatics check to get the 80 feet down.
Okay. 29.
Yeah. So you jump off and kind of throw a dagger and teleport to it, and then start to like jump down and climb down this or slide down this trunk and get right next to this swarm of creatures that are starting to swarm the fighters.
Sick. Injured. Because I can use my bonus action to... Do I bonus action attack? I think I do have that ability. Why am I forgetting now?
You should.
Yeah.
I believe you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action attack this one, and I'm gonna use my ring to let me get sneak attack on this one as well.
Okay. Oh, you're using the charge for an extra sneak attack?
Mhm.
Nice.
Because this one's only injured, so we want to get that one.
Yeah, as you activate the ring, your hand kind of glows this white and purplish divine energy as you go to stab down with your daggers.
All right. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do sneak attack. All right. 25.
Oh yeah.
Damage.
27.
Here we go.
Okay, you cut through these creatures.
Let's go, Lunaria fighters. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's my turn.
Amazing. Gak.
Yes, hello. I'm glad Gak is back. He was disappeared for me for a second
Same.
on the thing. And yeah, badly injured over there. These things over here, basically about to die. How is Alora doing with the, the little guy up there?
It's hard to really see her. She is 120 feet up. However, you can see that she's not worrying about the Baylor anymore. Oddly enough, she is kind of overlooking things, and she's starting to cast a spell.
Nice. So more creatures are still coming out of the rift.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gak is going to. Man, so much fire stuff. Just so much fire.
This is when we learn Gak is an actual pyromaniac. He's an arsonist.
That's the problem. He's so much fire. I think that Gak is going to use his. Where did it just go? Gosh dang it! It is somewhere on here. I'm looking at the Heart of Ayun. There's so much stuff on these artifacts, John.
Yeah.
Where's the beacon? Okay. Once per long rest, I can cast Beacon of Hope. Allies within the radius also gain advantage on intelligence and wisdom checks. So Beacon of Hope. And as soon as you go to the spells page, it's gone. Gosh dang it. Choose any number of creatures within range of just 30 feet. Yeah. So Gak is going to fly down this way, down near Enid and this group of Lunaria fighters.
Okay.
Any number of creatures within the range. They have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and they regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Sick. Okay.
And that is concentration. So.
Okay. So, Gak, you fly down like a blue-skinned bald angel and cast Beacon of Hope as you kind of hover down and extend your arm. Yeah, a biblically accurate angel. Cool. So, Enid, you have Beacon of Hope, and so do the fighters.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Yersa, you are up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna keep concentrating on the wall. It's doing its job, and I guess I'm gonna keep beating the shit out of this in front of me.
Okay.
Swarm. Hopefully. Is it? Get my slam going.
Yours is just Hulk smashing right now.
I was literally just thinking like she's just picking them up by their limbs and just thrashing them against the ground.
I really
100%.
like the Loki from the first Avengers. We're like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
yeah, we're slamming, boys.
Yeah, come on and slam and welcome to the jam, dude. You're
There was
fucking
bullshit on that one, but that's okay.
Yersa, you slam down, you pick up your feet and start to crush these, curb stomping these creatures. You pick them up and split them in two. You throw them around. The clear lake or clear pond starts to turn this very slight light purple from the amount of blood that is being spilled into this pond. However, the blood is starting to siphon into the rift. So it is this weird, like almost tornado. But you start to slam and just break and kill these things. And more start to swim up. You can see that they're continuing to come up, but as of right now, the swarm is getting smaller and smaller as you're slamming these things.
Yersa would like to just start throwing the bodies on top of the rift. I know that's not gonna, like, probably do anything, but imagine, like, she's trying to plug the hole with the bodies.
So you're chucking the bodies back underwater, and they're kind of sinking down, and then getting, like, sucked up by the rift, and, like,
yeah.
You're, like, throwing them back,
drained.
like, go back to where you came from!
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Cool.
That's your turn.
Okay, NPCs. Willow deals 10 damage to this one. The Lunaria fighters deal 10 damage to this one. Ren deals 10 damage to this one. And 10 damage to this one. At the top of the round, we head back to Hand Before It on Fire. However, this is where we're going to take our break. Everyone be back in 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
35, and we'll be back.
BRB. To finish the story.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard? Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
In Avatar: The Last Airbender, it is done so well. But here's the thing. It grows to be more in depth. The spirit world becomes a thing, and it grows even more in depth after that. More layers get added on more layers, right? Not everybody in the Earth Kingdom is good. Not everybody in the Water Tribes. They're not all underpowered, right? Because the Northern Water Tribe is so strong. And not everybody in the Fire Nation is evil. The layers continue to be added the longer the story goes on. In your campaign, do that. Most people have a hard time starting a campaign because they don't know where to start. They think they need 7 kingdoms, hundreds of houses, thousands of NPCs. No! Stop! You don't need that. What you need is one town, one place, 4 or 5 NPCs, and an inciting incident.
What a joke. I worked my ass off to get where I am. And you take these shortcuts and you think suddenly you're my peer? You do what I do because you're funny and you can make people laugh? I committed my life to this.
Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead. Dead like if I can guarantee Henry would be okay, I'd hope you get an illness and then get hit by a car and die.
In this video, we're going to talk about secondary objectives, a way to make your combat encounters spicy, delicious, fantastic. Secondary objectives enhance combat in D&D to an exponential degree. Let's go ahead and dive into number 10. Rescue missions. Task your players with rescuing an NPC or retrieving an item during combat. It will help add layers of urgency and potentially even a moral dilemma. My favorite example of this is instead of sending the players to kill the goblin camp that may raid the village, right? That's a consequence. Sometimes that's good enough. The goblins abducted the blacksmith. And now they need to save the blacksmith and kill the goblins. It's a secondary objective that spices things up.
You people should be thanking Christ that I am who and what I am because you need me. You need me to save you. You do. I am the only one who possibly can. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
Holy, look at all this damage!
Where? Where? Where, Dwight?
Seems like you already know where.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent.
Now is left to me to deal with him. You can't.
If you try to interfere, this becomes a much simpler matter. I will kill your wife.
I will kill your son. I will kill your infant daughter.
But for now, we're going to look at a slightly different system that doesn't just affect the moment of death, but the moments before death. something that makes combat more grounded, horror more horrifying, and sacrifices all the more heroic. Picture a movie fight scene between a hero and villain. They're clashing blades, dancing back and forth, parrying, dodging, blocking, keeping up with each other's advances, surprising each other with new techniques and strategies, until finally, one of them lands a devastating blow. It's not just a graze on the arm, it's not just a smack on the chest. It's 0 HP. When using the point of no return system, we want to draw attention to this moment of the fight, to make that hit extra cinematic and weighted and affect the decisions that your players are going to make when they are given that critical choice of staying down or getting up.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
So with that, let's go ahead and dive into our first build, the level 5 Blighted Warden.
In the shadowed underbrush of the ancient forest, where the line between decay and growth blurs, the Blighted Warden moves unseen. A spectral guardian at the crossroads of life and death, melding the Gloomstalker's mastery of darkness with the Circle of Spore's eerie command over fungal life. They are the embodiment of nature's unchecked, wild ferocity. With each arrow knocked from their twisted, spore-infested bow, they strike with the precision of night and the inevitable spread of decay. A silent protector of the natural order's darker, untamed side.
So there we go. There's our thematic intro.
I have to finish the story.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard? Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
In Avatar: The Last Airbender, it is done so well. But here's the thing. It grows to be more in depth. The spirit world becomes a thing, and it grows even more in depth after that. More layers get added on more layers, right? Not everybody in the Earth Kingdom is good. Not everybody in the Water Tribes. They're not all
Let's
back.
do it.
We're back.
Oh shit. Music's on. All right. Back in Hambleport land. God damn it, everyone's fucking disappeared from me again.
Oh, really?
Hold on. Let me take some wings away, put them back. There we go. It's the damn fucking macro. Last ditch effort. 3 attacks against you, Basil.
Don't they take damage from spirit guardians at the start of their
Start
turn
of their
also?
turn.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
Man, you're welcome. I'm just here to
I was gonna
help,
wait,
you know?
I was gonna wait for John to roll and then tell him that.
Well, I did roll and then got told that. So Basil, they jump towards you, and just like a blender, just get your socks.
That's wild visuals. I like it.
Dead, gone.
Woo. Pussies.
Basil doesn't use the spell disintegrate, but they're fucking disintegrated, dude.
I am the spell disintegrate.
That's a fair assumption. All right, Gideon, you're up. Do we gas disintegrate or?
I thought about it, but so I mean, what's his name? Sorry, Morgrim. Yeah, Morgrim's not as mindless as the swarms. Like, is there a chance that he might just stab Elias because he's a petty little shit?
You've met Morgrim twice, and he's always been a petty little shit.
Noted. All right. Man, that's some good progress you made on Elias. I guess we're just gonna vortex warp him like 120 feet away from him.
Okay, you're vortex warping Elias?
Yeah, we're gonna get Elias out of there.
So, Morgrim staring at Rian turns the dagger around in this Rakshasa's backwards hand and goes back to stab Elias in the chest. And as he does, You vortex warp him away as Morgrim misses. Where is he going?
I mean, go hang out with Alan, dude. Alan will take care of Elias.
Elias gets vortex warped into the tavern. He's like, I need a drink.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Sit down. Okay.
Campy moment. I love that.
Okay, so you vortex warp Elias into the tavern. Morgan misses the attack, looks towards you, Gideon, and you see the smile curl into a face of hatred towards you. You ruined his bitchiness.
Yeah, I mean, I took the staff from him the first time we met.
You
now
made him
this.
soft.
Yeah.
In front of his friends.
Is that your turn?
Gideon's just gonna look at him because I mean, I don't really feel a need to get closer by any means. No chance you'd surrender, is there?
As you say that, 35 feet away.
Yeah.
20. Morgan just looks towards you, and then just kind of looks towards Rian. I really hate all of you.
Yeah, same.
That a no then?
He doesn't respond to you, Gideon.
Rian, just do me a favor and make it hurt. End turn.
Basil, you're up.
Okay. So, Basil is going to come on to me up here. And we're not trying to, like, non-lethal to get information from him. We're trying... Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure. So, I am going to cast... You know, fuck it. We can just use an oldie but a goodie guiding bolt at 6th level.
Okay, make an attack roll. Or whatever it is. I think it's... Yeah, Sacred Flame is the dex, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Make an attack roll for a guiding bolt. Yeah, that's a decent chunk of damage. As Basil, you fly over with your blender of raven feathers. Your eyes starting to glow slightly purple. You just kind of point towards him and cast Guiding Bolt as it fires through his shoulder and kind of dissipates on the other side, not actually hitting anything on the other side. It kind of just disappears. There's a large hole that glows this vibrant white yellow. Next attack against him is at advantage.
Is Basil's range for Spirit Guardians close enough to get him? Or could you fly forward like a few more feet?
I'm trying to remember, how much feet did I...
I think it's 15 feet.
But I don't... Is that what I have left?
No, you flew 50 feet.
Was it just 50?
Yeah, it's 15 feet away, and you're 15 feet away from him right now.
Yeah, so he should be in the range. For the Spirit
And it
Guardians
won't hurt.
Okay. No, you
it
can
won't hurt
designate.
your
It won't
friends.
hurt
Okay.
Elias. Okay, so as you fly, you fling the guiding bolt towards him. It hits and kind of makes him this bright light target. And as you do that, the blender of raven feathers kind of encapsulates where Morgrim is. Go ahead and roll. What's the save?
Let me find it again. Spirit. Cast a spell you can. Must take a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes. Could I
What level of
cast it at-
Spirit Guardians?
5th.
I want to say 5th. So it's on a failed save, the creature takes 3d8. On a successful save, the creature
So Basil,
takes half.
as you go into trying to kill Morgrim with your spirit guardians, you do remember that Rakshasas have an immunity to certain spells below a certain level.
Mm.
And 6 is that cap. So as you go, the razors of Raven Feathers start passing through him. He just looks towards you and just...
She's like, don't laugh. I just obliterated your shoulder.
She did. I saw
You
it.
see he puts his hand through it? You did.
I did.
Basil, that's your turn.
Yeah.
He looks towards Basil and Rian and Gideon and goes, next time I'll be a little more prepared. Good job, though. Saving this shithole of a town.
Oh no.
Don't
Do
worry.
we get a reaction to what he's about to do? Not that I have anything. I don't really.
Looks towards Rian and goes, don't worry. The other people of your order are not so lucky. And is going to... You watch him teleport and disappear.
God damn it. I knew I should have cast it higher.
Okay, so with that, all of you are left there. You have successfully saved everybody in Hamberfort. We go to Lunaria on fire. The abyssal creatures. The Baelor still
In love.
in love. Ren takes another point. Adrian takes another point. Enid, you got 3 coming towards you because you once again...
And you know what I keep forgetting about? My belt of displacement. So all of these should be with that disadvantage.
Okay. Very, very good to know.
I have forgotten that almost every combat. Thanks for the gift, Gideon. I'm sorry.
Oh shit, I'm rolling the wrong thing.
It's what I do.
Appreciate.
Alright, so let's do some... So, first one is a 15 and a natural 20, so the 15 is not going to hit. It's going to be a 24 and a 13, so the second one's not going to hit, and then an 18 and a 12. That will also not hit. All of them miss you. As
That's
your
very good.
Placer belt kind of just blurs the line and kind of swipe towards you. Oops. And miss. Here's to some run past you and actually hit Willow. She takes a point. They kind of start to go around you, noticing this large elemental that they cannot pierce its skin, slash towards it, or whip it with their tails. They see this boulder in front of them as they kind of look towards the individual that is much more susceptible to this kind of damage, and they start clawing and biting Willow. Enid, you're up.
Okay. Alright. First we're going to sneak attack this horde. I don't know why my brain stops sometimes. 27 to hit.
Yeah. It's gonna hit.
The damage.
24 damage.
Is it not
Enid
dead?
is... No, not quite. Almost there, though. But
okay,
God
but
damn, Enid's running through these fuckers.
I'm wish they were dead. Oh my gosh. Okay, but we're on the 3rd tick, right? For everybody?
Well, for those on the other side, yes, they will be killed next round. The fighters, because you were next to them.
Oh, I
they're
have
only
my
on one
boots
tick.
of haste. I forgot. I have
The
more...
fighters have Beacon of Hope on them, so they only have 1 tick.
Oh.
Because you gained aggro.
Okay.
Long live the fighters.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube reference.
Okay. Well. Oh. How many are left flying in this horde?
9.
9?
Quick math.
My second attack. Hopefully, we can do 9 damage. Okay. Because this one's can't be with sneak. I'm not doing this one with sneak attack, so I don't know. 7. Fuck. I think it's only 7 damage.
It is only 7 damage.
But I want to get one of these guys. Fuck.
Well, if they're only on 1 tick down here, that means next time they'll get them, right?
Yeah, I just can't. I guess I could.
I mean, Ursa can get the queen out. Very.
The queen is fine.
Not the queen. Adrian.
Okay. Okay.
Can't get
Could
both.
I back up a little bit, John? I'm so sorry. Because I was trying to get rid of this horde so I could go do something for this horde. But now I think I gotta disengage and just go get this one. Could I move my second hasted attack to this one instead as I disengage bonus action? Is that okay? No? That's fine. That's alright.
I'm reluctant because you already technically attacked.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you didn't kill it.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
But
well.
Fel did quick save at the top of her turn.
So this is a save scum.
Yeah.
Counter argument. What if she said please?
That's a good point,
I
too.
think I started with please.
Yeah. What if John heard it again?
Yeah. I mean, if please doesn't mean anything to you, John, that's fine. But
That's fine. John just doesn't like it when his friends ask for help. That's fine.
Oh my gosh, guys, chill. It's fine. I'm just trying to think so people don't die. I should have done that already. I just thought I could kill it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Wow.
I
That's
respect
because
you
of
for not
Ryan
backing
and Nick.
down. No, I respect it. That was the right call, John.
Okay, so if Kayla could take care of this one.
I can't take care of it per se. I could just get her out.
Okay. And oh fucking hell.
Shouldn't comedy wise, I'm running out of.
Well, we'll do something else then with my bonus action. We will fucking teleport over here between them and pray that they attack me.
Yeah, you turn around, you chuck the dagger across Lunaria as it hits.
Attack
as
me!
it hits you teleport. into
Look at me. I'm attackable.
Okay,
Please
their
hit
turn.
me. Yes.
All right, Gak, you're up. You're muted.
Sorry. So every time the creature ends its turn in the Wall of Thorns, it takes the damage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But not if they move while in the Wall of Thorns, they don't take damage.
No, they just get reduced movement speed
Yeah.
going through it.
Gotcha.
But they don't need to move, really.
Right.
Yeah. As they end their turn there, like the damage.
Okay. How far away is this? 120. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay, so Gak is going to cast Magic Missile at 6th level.
Okay.
And he's going to have 2 target this one. Because do I have to choose before I roll for damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 targeting the one near him.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, it doesn't need to do that because the Lunaria fighters got it next round, and I can hit the other ones from here.
Remember, all the NPCs deal 10 damage on their turn.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure Gak can't see that well, so he doesn't know how many there are over here. So yeah, he's just gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna just dump 7, or it's 8 now, isn't it? I'm gonna dump 8 into the one near Enid.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 8d4. Plus 8?
Yeah.
Damn. 26. As you're flying, you look over and you cast the spell, and they fly across these purplish blue missiles, and one after another kill every last one of the swarm.
Woohoo! Way to go, Gak.
Okay. Woo-woo. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. Ursa, you're up.
Okay, Ursa is going to bonus action drop being a elemental.
Okay.
And then as her action, she is going to use Vortex Warp. And she's going to cast it on Adrian.
Okay.
And
where is she going?
She's going to go right over here next to Van. Not Van, oh my god. Can you imagine? Elendor.
I'm back.
And still in love.
Yeah, because he had the love potion too, didn't he?
He's back for Ursa.
I choose to forgive you.
And then Ursa is going to literally put herself in front of Willow.
Okay. All right.
Yep, that's her turn. Oh, did Ursa take any damage? Not yet, right?
Not yet. Okay. Ursa, I would like to ask, what is Ursa thinking currently right now? What is she feeling in this moment?
I mean, the moment she dropped her Earth Elemental, I guess a little bit more clarity of focus. The only thing she cares about right now in this current moment is protecting Willow. Like, she's just in fight or flight, big sister mindset, and she's not going to let anything get past her to get to Willow.
Okay. Ursa, your turn is over. Willow puts her bow down and takes out 2 long swords, or short swords, and starts slicing away, dealing 10 more damage to these. And you see that the swarm has grown very small. There are about 2 or 3 more that are swimming up, but you can see more kind of coming from the portal. 10 damage to this. The Lunaria fighters take down this swarm.
Oh, that's cool.
And Rin is going to walk over towards the wall of thorns and place her hands on it, and you watch as like this rippling effect as all of the thorns kind of reposition all the way up to the top of the wall of thorns as they kind of ripple and wave across and just impale these creatures at 10 hit points less as she kills that one.
Yay!
The Baylor still charmed. How long does that last?
An hour.
Okay. You can see that Alora has kind of finished this spell, and you watch the Baylor, these vines start to wrap up around its, not as a damaging spell, but wrap around it, these large, thick vines, as it kind of pulls it into the tree, as it kind of just gets sucked into the tree. Its body almost like, I made the guy, and I can't even remember his name. The elf tree guy you got the vestige from. The Baylor gets pulled into, incapacitated, grappled, restrained, all of them. At that moment, combat kind of ceases to exist. However, the forces of the abyss continue to crawl through the portal. And all of you continue fighting. You continue killing and just destroying these creatures. The fighters of Lunaria and the Seekers of Insania. On the Hambefort side, Dio has gathered a bunch of citizens and has already port glassed them away. However, Yrsa, as you're fighting and killing these things, there's like this feeling of no end to this horde. They keep coming. You've held them at bay now. And I'll say to the Hambefort crew, do you have a way to get to Lunaria?
Basil can plane shift, right?
Yep. I can.
I will also say that Lunaria is really close to Hambefort, but it would take a little bit of time to get there. So if you want to plane shift, go ahead and mark off that spell slot.
Okay. That is my only 7th level spell.
Sorry.
No, I was joking. We're good.
So, at this moment, you continue fighting, and Basil, as you plane shift, Rian, Basil, and Gideon, you appear. You see that the rest of your companions and the rest of Lunaria are fighting these abyssal creatures that continue to pour out of the rift. Yrsa, these thoughts in your mind continue to play over and over again. How do you stop this? How do you stop these creatures from continuing their assault? It seems like there is an endless amount. And that option of closing the rift over and over again playing in your mind. But you keep fighting that option. You know that if you close the rift to the Feywild, Lunaria loses its magic. You lose your connection, and the home that you've grown up in starts to dwindle. So it's not an option. As all of you continue to fight, Yrsa, there's this feeling continues to burrow in your mind. Enough is enough. You see them pouring out, and your feet start to dig deeper into the ground. You can feel the nature around you. You're watching Lunaria burn to the ground, and you don't have the time to put out all of these fires. Not time enough if you continue to keep fighting. And all of you feel this kind of pulse, like wind, kind of pulse outward from Yrsa. Yrsa, as your feet dig in, you feel this connection to nature, and you almost scream out, but not in pain, as a gesture of enough. And the wind picks up around you, the water starts to ripple in front of you, and this wind catches every single flame around. And you watch all of these fires instantaneously get put out. And Yrsa, it's almost like you're not controlling this, but you are at the same time. All of you watch Yrsa raise her hands, leaving the staff behind, and start to wave her hands over the pond. And as she does that, the entirety of this pond starts to turn to ice. Quickly and fast. And all of you look at Yrsa and you see her hair being picked up from the wind around her eyes, this bright, divine white, as the pond turns to complete ice. Not just the surface, the entirety, a large block of ice that stops anything inside of it in its tracks. You see all of these abyssal creatures frozen in time. The rift itself almost seems to slow, but it stops. The fires stop. The fighting stops. And all of you watch Yrsa just, who has been lifted off the ground at this point, fall down and pass out.
I mean, Brienne would run up to her immediately. And
Does it seem like she'd lost hit points, like she needs healing, or just kind of passed out?
Just passed out. She hasn't lost any hit points.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, Rian would come over and he would expend like all 50 points of lay on hands. See if that does anything.
It heals. But Yrsa doesn't seem to be hurt. You can tell, and Basil looking at her, she just seems exhausted.
Okay.
Yrsa, are you there? Please.
Am I there? No.
You are not there for minutes. But then, Yrsa, you're somewhere else, speaking to someone else in this dream in your head. And then you start to hear this faint echoing of a bassy voice that you can't really tell who it is. Then it eventually kind of fades into Rian's clear voice as he says these words to you. And you kind of slightly open your eyes. And Yrsa's eyes are back to normal. And Yrsa, you look at Rian.
Is everyone okay? You're just gonna try to get up to look where the rift was.
Yeah. Rian will he'll call Hikari over, and him and Hikari will kind of help Yrsa stand together.
Yep. As you look towards it. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you go.
I was going to say, Yrsa, as you look towards it, is encased in ice, and you do not remember doing this.
Yrsa would look to Gak. That's the only person she would think of to do that.
No. That was, I think that was you.
I didn't do that. Okay. It looks like it's in a stasis for now. That's good. And then she kind of looks at her hands, very unsure of what is happening. And then she'll look at Rian and Basil and Gideon. Were you able to stop it? Is everyone okay?
We were able to save everyone in Hombefort.
But we didn't finish the job, technically.
Morgrim was there, but he ran at the last minute. But so that's not the last we're going to see of him, but it's all right. He needs to be killed in the abyss anyway.
Okay. But he didn't kill anyone.
No. He tried, but he didn't.
Good.
Dio also got all of those that were there that survived to safety.
She's just nodding, kind of looking at everybody and then back to the rift. It seems like it's solid, right? Nothing's... Okay.
Yeah, it is completely solid ice. At this moment, Willow kind of kneels down and says, "Good timing."
Did
Hi,
she say that?
Willow.
Did
She
say
says
that
it to you.
us?
Yeah, to you.
I don't know what happened, but I guess it was... Yes. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just scratches. I'll be fine. We have pretty good healers here, so. And she looks to everyone and says, "Thank you. Normally we can handle things like this, but this was different. So thanks for coming on such short notice." Are you okay? She looks toward you, Yurza.
Yes, my head just feels funny. I think I'm just a little confused, but I'm okay. I'm just glad that everyone's alive and that is taken care of for the time being. I don't know how long whatever that is will last, but at least we have a moment to catch our breath and plan something. I mean, I feel as though we can't just sit around and wait for this to happen again. Right? What's stopping Demogorgon from just opening every rift that he has and just again kind of like stirring it, sorry.
Yeah, I agree, but Yursa, you really don't remember anything? What do you remember?
Well, I kind of messes up her face a little bit. I thought we had everything under control, but I was just worried that there were so many creatures coming out, and I can close this rift at any time. Selfishly, I just didn't want to. This is my home, and this is what connects all of us to our true home, and I just didn't do that. And so it just was focused on killing the creatures coming out of it. I was transformed for a bit, and then I dropped that to protect Willow, and that's all I remember. And now we're here, and there's a giant cube of ice on the rift, which is good. This is very good.
So you don't remember how you passed out, just that you woke up and there was ice.
Do not.
Ina's gonna look to Rian, and then look back to Yursa.
I promise I'm telling the truth.
No, I believe you. That just wasn't what we experienced at all.
No, Yursa, you displayed a truly awe-inspiring amount of power. You encased the rift in ice. I mean, the elements bent around you.
Like I said, that's home. So maybe I tapped into something that I didn't know I could. And part of our home helped, I guess, seal it away. The only thing I think of.
Maybe. Well, whatever you did, it worked. So.
Yeah. And it looks like it's going to hold for at least a bit. And I'm okay. I promise. And you're just going to stand up.
It's
See?
a little.
Oh.
You wobble a little bit, Ursa, but not too much.
Okay. But
No, Gideon. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, no, Gideon, you don't have to kill the Baylor.
Are you sure he's just standing there?
But
I
he's
have a
stuck
clean
in the tree.
shot.
No, it's fine. He's in love.
Won't feel anything. All right.
Huh?
Yeah, say
At
that
this
again.
At this point, you see Laura, the Queen of Lunaria, kind of coming down using vines, and you see Yolindar kind of join. Oh, well, thanks. And looking towards Enid. To the rest of you, thanks a lot. That really sucked. And then Alora kind of looks towards all of you and says, "We are in your debt. Once again. Thank you." Also, looks towards Enid. "I'm not sure what you did. I do not know what to do with the Baylor."
Well, it was kind of me, kind of this one, and she's gonna pull Gak over. I don't remember where you got those potions.
Yeah, yeah, so that thing's in love with you. It's a love potion, but I have a bunch of them, and it was just something that I thought I could do to make it quickly stop fighting.
Well, it worked. I don't know how I feel about the Baylor being in love with me. We should dispatch it quickly.
Do you got, like, an ability to teleport it? Because it will go willingly now, right?
I could.
It does what you say.
It only lasts for a little bit, and I don't think we need to, like, it feels bad to just kind of like kill it, but I mean, we're gonna do that anyway, right?
I mean, it is a Baylor. I want to remind everyone.
Yeah, so it's like I know that it's like in love and stuff, which like that sucks. But if we all just like attack it at the same time, then
Does anybody happen to have banishment, just so we can just, hey, fail the saving throw, all right? Okay, Dean.
That's literally what I said.
Sorry, it's not prepared this morning.
Rin goes, "Oh, I do. I'll take care of it."
Thank you.
You watch Rin meld into earth and just kind of glide up the tree, and then place her hand.
Go away. John,
Yeah.
question. Oh,
nope. Go ahead, ask a question.
So Gideon looking down at this ice layer pond, and this is kind of a weird question, so if the answer is just you have no idea, fair enough. But Gideon knows magic, he studies magic. Most magic you kind of call upon, it doesn't affect, and then it kind of goes away. This almost feels like a permanent effect, or at least temporarily permanent.
Yeah, this is natural.
By natural, that's okay. So, was it natural magic or just natural? Because obviously it didn't get cold enough to just freeze over while we've been standing here.
It's a bit of both. It was natural. It was nature magic, but the ice is natural. It is not a magical effect anymore. It is quite literally ice that will stay.
Oh, it's not melting?
It's not. Well, it will melt,
Eventually.
but it is also turning into the winter months, so
Oh.
it's going to melt a lot slower.
All right. I'm not sure if there's any sort of a roll, but just given like the density, the thickness, just like what this is, can Gideon tell kind of the equivalent of like what level spell it would have taken to cause an effect like this, especially to temporarily seal a rift like this? Because that's not an easy thing to do.
Make an Arcana check.
Sick.
I will say that the rift is not closed, technically.
Well, it's blocked.
Yeah, it is blocked.
Which I imagine is still very difficult to do. And actually... Yeah, we're going to do Enhance Ability, and I don't remember which one it is, but he's going to give himself advantage on intelligence checks.
Yep.
So... All right. 26.
Okay. There's no spell that you know of that could have done this. Which means this is out of the realm of spells at the highest level you know. That exists.
Suspected as much. Okay. Noted.
As the talks continue, as kind of take a breath for a second. Gideon.
Yes.
Get another message. Gideon. Please, if you and the Seekers can, please join me at the castle. We need to talk. It's urgent.
There were some locations under attack. We're just cleaning up. We'll be there as soon as we can. And I mean, Gideon passed on earlier that the Queen wanted to meet, so we don't need to recover that, but he'll just remind everyone that apparently the situation's getting more urgent and we're needed.
Then we should probably go. I think everything will be okay.
We can take care of it. Don't worry. Especially now. If we need help, I'll call you again. Okay?
Okay.
Yrsa, please be careful. I don't know what's going on, but you felt it, right? It's all of them. All of the rifts.
I know. I am probably in the safest. You be careful. And please keep us updated if anything happens with that. And she kind of looks over to the frozen rift. But we need to go. And now.
And she goes and gives you a big hug.
She will hug her back.
Yulindar looks towards all of you and says, good luck.
Do we have another plane shift to cast, or do we have to go the old-fashioned way?
I think... Is there another plane shift? I think there's a plane shift in the staff, right?
If it has the charges.
Transport via plants, too.
Oh,
that's true.
I forgot about that.
I
Plenty
don't
of plants
have
around. Oh.
Spell right now, just because I used my 7th level plane shift to get us here.
Yeah.
We have one in the staff.
I do have one. Yeah. It's gonna be it though. That's okay. I'm gonna need a nap soon, so yeah, it's literally gonna be it. Okay, yep, we can do it. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my last spell slot to heal myself.
Okay.
And
would
because
also
of that,
be healing. Heals.
Yeah, because of beacon.
Beacon of
you get max fell because of Beacon of Hope.
Yeah, I got 6 because I'm not a great cleric.
Basil casts the Cure Wounds.
Thank you. I get max. That's 8 plus what for you? It's 2d8?
Yeah, I rolled. Rachel.
Wait, what?
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 What's your bonus to healing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking to me. Where is it?
Oh,
Where do I
2d8
find-
plus 6, so 16
Okay.
plus 6, 22.
Cool. That's it. Thanks, Rachel.
You're welcome.
Since we're here and about to go somewhere, I'll also heal myself. I'm going to use the healing light in the plate armor to cast Cure Wounds at 4th level, targeting
Ooh.
myself.
Work out of these vestiges, dude.
So that'd be 4 times 8, 32 plus 4, 36.
Okay.
As people are healing themselves and like getting ready to teleport, Gak's gonna like pull Yursa to the side just a little bit.
What's wrong?
And he's gonna be talking quietly, just because he doesn't know if Yursa wants other people to know. But Gak is gonna say,
I know you don't remember doing that, but you were floating in the air and stuff like that, and there's just something in my gut that tells me it has to do with the Avatar calling you Melora. And I don't know what it means, and I know you don't know what it means either. But I mean, that feels like that kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. It does.
So whatever connection is there that the Avatar could tell, the Ioun could tell, I think that connection, whatever it is, did that.
You can see it's a very, like, her brain, if there was smoke coming out of her ears, there'd be smoke coming out of her ears.
And I don't know what it means, and I don't think we're gonna find out for a bit, and that's okay, so...
and Gak will like put his hands on her shoulders.
And I mean this 100%. Don't worry about it, because we'll figure it out.
You see, she goes to say something. She just kind of closes her mouth slowly and nods and goes in to just give you a hug.
Yeah, and he'll hold her close, and as he is, he'll just be like,
It's okay. It's good. It's not bad stuff. So, it's okay.
It's just confusing stuff, Gak. But thank you.
Yeah. Welcome to my world. I'm confused about a lot of stuff that goes on.
She'll give a small chuckle, but just be held for a couple of seconds and then we'll break back. To the plane shift.
Okay.
Get in.
So, as you cast plane shift, you shift into the throne room interior of the Emerald Castle. You see Orion, Essex, the Master of Arcane, waiting for you. His hands folded behind him, looks towards all of you and goes, "Follow me. Right this way." Leads all of you down a hallway into a room you've never been into. A large, square, rectangular room with a very long table. Seats for council members to sit at. At the very head, you see Queen Erenine Fina, Queen of Isvaria. you see all of the council members of Isvaria as well. Alanis Jokas, Alexander Zubroza, Garen Tigerhawk, Ryan Essex, and Rosaline Windlight. And yeah, I'll just share that to you so you can see them again. But there is another member, an extra chair pulled up, who looks older, mid to late 50s. White, short beard, white, medium length hair, soot covering some of his face, scratches on his arms, his clothing burned in places, the clothing of a noble. Red and black and gold attire, and the insignia of the Valamine Empire. And not only that, an insignia below that of a hand. As you are led into the room, Queen looks to all of you and says, "Thank you for coming on such short notice. Please, sit. We have a lot to discuss." As all of you take seats, you can see off into the corner there's about 2 of these High Council Valaminian guards. Those who have been to Valamine would recognize their attire with the gold and red, almost Roman-esque, soldier-like armor, except these are a lot more higher in station. You see their long red and gold capes. You can see the dragon head pauldrons on their sides. And next to them, you see a figure cloaked in all black and a single red crimson mask. Make a history check, those who have been to Valamine before.
Okay. 15.
Okay. Rian, you know of these individuals, thought to be myth. The part of the Red Mask Council of Valamine. Now, Gideon, you know of their history. They are a special council acting as judge, jury, and executioner of those who commit the highest of crimes in the Valamine Empire. They are very skilled and adept mages and sorcerers, and they almost feed off of torturing individuals. They are also used for interrogation. They are very dangerous. And one of them stands there. What do you think Gideon's thinking of? What's the kind of expression he has? Or is there no expression as he sees one of these individuals here?
I think he's trying to play poker because he doesn't know what the situation is or what's going on. So I think he's trying to play this as passively as he can to try and figure out what's going on.
Okay.
I won't say he's succeeding, but that's what he's going for.
Okay. So as you all sit, the Queen speaks and says, "The Seekers of Insomnia as trusting you with our highest information. You deserve to know this, and I wanted you to be one of the first. This here," and looks towards the individual, the older man, "is Lucian Blackwood, hand of the King of Valamine. We are in dire times. The sensitivity of what is happening and what has happened is urgent. Lucian can go into more details, but we are under attack. Not Isvaria. Everywhere. Everyone." And you see Lucian kind of speak up, and this is who you see. She kind of nods towards him. He goes, "The Queen has told me you are very trusted, that you are very skilled and powerful individuals. And you see that there's this, he kind of swallows real hard as he's trying to get the words together. The capital of Valamine is gone. Torn asunder, destroyed, incinerated. In an instant, forces of the Abyss crawled out and destroyed everything from a city that appeared almost instantaneously in the center of the capital. A city twisted and dark, desolate, soldiers of indescribable features. Capital is gone, and their forces have already started to overrun Theristir. The king of Valamine is dead, and so are many of his council members and millions of people. I came here, and Valamine does not have friends. This is not a war on Valamine. This is a war on all of us. And the Queen kind of looks towards all of you and says, "We are going to reach out to the King of Dagram. For the first time in over 100 years, we are going to meet at the summit." And those with a history larger than 12, the summit is a very mythological place. It has not been used in over 100 years because of all the war and the neutrality between the nations, but the summit is a place where the three kingdoms meet to discuss. And they have not used this area for over 100 years. Dagram hates Valamine. Valamine hates Dagram, and Isvaria is neutral to the two. The Queen says, "Dagram is closest to where the forces are heading. I've heard rumors already. Spies telling me that Crest Basin is already under attack. That there are places in Siri under attack, that Dagram is under attack. You noted before that there are rifts around these places. Yes, so where exactly are these rifts located? And I ask in favor of everyone, please. I know that these places are secret, but we need to know where to put our people, our forces, and where they're coming from."
Do you have a map?
I do. And she pulls out the map of Evrand.
I mean, unless anybody objects, Yrsa is going to point them out.
Yeah,
Oh.
and on
Gideon.
Hey, Rian, can we get a divine sense in the room real quick?
Yeah, there was a lot going on. I was just kind of waiting for a good moment. Rian will pop a
not do anything yet.
divine sense. And I will also add that I think we can tell them about all the risks except for the one in Lunaria, since that one is fine for now.
You know what? Can I see that people are making eyes at each other and connect us telepathically here real quick?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
And I looked at him.
And he looked at me. Yep, alright, boom. Telepathy.
Yrsa's like looking very longingly at this.
Divine sense goes off. There are no celestials, fiends, demons, or undead.
Okay.
Is that all of them?
Yep. Celestial, fiend, or undead.
If a Rakshasa took a different form, he'd still register as a fiend with divine sense, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
I mean, I know he got
Yep,
messed up, but he's determined. I'll give him
Actually,
that.
Actually, it's not true. There is an undead in the room.
Ooh. Cool.
The Red Mask.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
I see. That's, you know.
I, with the eyes of the grave, fortunately, didn't even need to know because I can sense it anyway.
You're seeing the Red Mask like the Nazguls when Frodo wears the ring. Just a skeletal face underneath. No, you don't see it, but
Yeah. Telepathically, Rian will say, no fiends, no undead. The Red Mask is undead, though.
I like to imagine the queen just asked for this favor, and we're just kind of all looking at each other, but no one's saying anything. And she's just like,
you know what? Our counterpoint, I think what she just gave warrants a moment to fucking think.
No, I know. It's
You
just
know?
funny. Telepathy talk is always funny.
It is funny.
I will
yeah.
say this: as you guys are talking, as she's asked this question, there have been other conversations happening, kind of taking up the time as they kind of realize that you guys are kind of looking at each other. There is other conversations happening.
Would Gideon have heard anything to justify or warrant why the Red Mask is an undead, or is that like a big alarm bell that should be going off?
With your 26
or something? I don't remember.
28. You don't put it out of the realm of possibilities. Valamine do a lot of things to make sure they win wars. Also, the Red Masks are definitely power-hungry magic abusers. So it would not be
got it.
Yeah, it would not be out of the realm of possibilities that they would be liches.
Got it. All right. Well, telepathy-wise, I say we still give them what they're asking for.
I'm cool with that. I'll have a lich ally right now. I don't care. Undead aren't my problem this week. It's demons.
I feel as though the queen is our ally, and I don't think she would do anything to purposely lead us astray. I also feel as though, what other choice does the Valamine Empire have? I feel like if the world was not ending, they would not be here. That does not mean that they don't have other decisions and tricks up their sleeves. But right now, having as many eyes on these rifts might not be a bad thing.
If I may, I know that our empire has not been kind to the rest of the world. We have no tricks. Our people are dying in the tens of thousands by the second. I just want to save the people that I govern over. I promise no tricks.
I mean, meta talk, even if they were allied with Demogorgon, they would already know where all the rifts are anyway.
Yeah.
So, it's not new information for them.
Yourself will point it out on the map, except for Lunaria.
I will say, sorry, you can keep doing that, but just for shits and giggles. Because I know he said all that, he's really like laying his heart out. But is there anything laced in his words?
Insight check.
Apparently I get advantage on these. 18!
He seems desperate and afraid.
That's what I figured, but gotta sniff it out. Anyway, continue, Yursa.
Ah, that's really it. Should just be pointed out on the map. Just as a refresher, John.
Yep.
That city that appeared in the middle of Almine. Can you remind us what we know about that?
Yeah. You haven't seen it yet.
For sure.
But it was described as a sick and twisted city that just appeared out of nowhere, and abyssal creatures were pouring out of it. Not too long ago, Rian's sword, and it still is, has been humming. As you point these rifts out, I would like to welcome you to the end game map.
Oh. That's nasty.
Uh-oh.
Anything marked with purple is where abyssal creatures are coming from. Yeah, that might be where the Kraken came from.
God damn. A big asshole.
You point them out. You point out the rift at the Crest Basin.
Bacon.
Yeah. It's gonna
Crest
change
Bacon.
it. Crest Bacon. I mean, that's in Valamine. That makes sense. That one that leads to the Abyss. The one in Dragon's Reach that leads to the Abyss. You do not point out Lunaria's. Do you point out Sangza's?
Yeah. No.
Hey, why not?
Shaking his head no.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
This seems a little split there.
Because it's also a hidden place, kind of like Lunaria, right?
Yeah. We should probably not.
Well, I guess my thing with Lunaria wasn't that it was hidden, but the rift wasn't dangerous right now.
I mean,
at
it was a
least.
little both.
As of now, yeah.
Yeah, if we don't want to tell anybody, I'm cool with that. I feel like they almost already know that the people are there, though. Because... But yeah.
There's Yersa, you point out the one in Thulbadir. There are some eyebrows that kind of raise to that one. Across the entire table, not just Valamine. It seems like nobody knew that Dagram had a rift to Mechanus in their backyard.
I wanted to keep it that way, but
You point out the rift at the Lake of Life in Siri, which leads to the Plane of Water. And I believe that's all of them. As you do all of this, the Queen says, "Then we at least know where they're coming from and where we need to mount our forces. This is all based on also if the King of Dagram helps. I would like all of you to join us at the summit. We'll need all of the convincing we can get to have Dagram and Valamine stand in front of each other. At the very least, we need someone to break up the fight if should it break out. We need Dagram's forces. Isvaria has their own that we can lend, but it seems that the fight is going to bring us into Valamine, and we need to stop it before it continues to spread, and it is spreading rapidly. Theristir is almost completely taken over. Is there any other information you can give us? Anything at all that you think might help us?
I mean,
And Gak is like in the mind to everybody. He's gonna be like,
I mean, they know it's the Abyss. Do they know it's the Demogorgon?
I think it's
I'm
worth.
not sure it'd really help them, but we could tell them.
I mean, if we're mounting forces against a potential threat to the entire world, I think I might need to know what exactly it is, right?
Yeah. I think
Maybe they have some. Oh, sorry, not to cut you off.
No, I was gonna say exactly what you were gonna say. If we tell them, they probably would be able. They might have some information, especially this Lich boy, or maybe Orion, some of the
Also,
older people.
it could also be a thing of like, there are people who are dedicating their lives to the Demogorgon. Like, people are signing up to side with him. So if they're aware of that, they need to also be like sussing out their own ranks, you know?
Wait, shit. Continue to piggyback off that. Should we start saying who is affiliated and who used to be and wishes to no longer be affiliated?
I was
That'd be
also
better.
gonna say, could we do a quick scan to make sure there's no Demogorgon symbols on any of these people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Vasadi's trying to get out. She kind of was forced to join the club.
Yeah, do we still have some Demi Lovato fans out there that aren't trying to not be?
Go ahead and make a perception check to those who want to look around the room.
Perception.
What are you gonna say, Ryan?
Well, I was gonna say I just don't think we should mention Vasadi.
No. If we want to, though, I don't know if there's like, because we can reach out to her too and see if she's noticed anything on her end, like, you know, the little club, if there's anybody else that she knows who have like sworn their allegiance to Demodaddy and
Demi Lovato sounds a lot better now, doesn't it?
I'm Doug Dimmadaddy!
But I mean, you know what I mean. See if she's also kind of an inside. Not to like put her in any direct danger, but
I'm going to message one of you.
Uh-oh.
yeah.
And I wonder who he messaged.
I wonder who got it.
We still talking Tipathy, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Enid's gonna like immediately as she spots that, she's like, Treasure's one of them. We need to kill him.
Treasure?
Alexander Zimbrosa, the treasurer.
Rian is gonna. Is everybody cool with that? Is everybody?
Look, Enid will back you up. She will hop to it.
Let's, prove it first before we just kill the guy in broad daylight without question.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess we do know some people who are no longer Demi Lovato fans that have the tat, but
Yeah.
I
Rian
was just
is
gonna kill him. So.
gonna begin to.
Oh
yeah.
I'm sorry, I was muted. I was trying to say something. Sorry, I was gonna say, should I like Odaluk's resilient sphere him? And just like, just put him in a ball, and then we can explain.
Can they teleport out of that?
No, I don't think spells can go in or out.
Then yeah. How long does it last?
I'm finding it. Concentration up to a minute.
And also, just specifically, what did Enid see? Is it on his hand? Is it in a lapel? What did she see?
It
That's oh, he's
is-
a follower.
A symbol on his neck, almost hidden completely by his large coat.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, Demogorgon people, Nazis, like, why do you gotta get that on your skin? Like, you're trying to be hidden, right? Like, it's crazy.
More like a brand.
Yeah, it's like, come on, guys.
Go for it, Gak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spear.
Okay, sorry guys about that. Like, he's immediately gonna be like, okay, wait a second.
So everyone doesn't freak out.
Yeah, Enid will just like after Gak says that, she'll say, "We have to question this guy. He's got the whole thing on his neck."
You asked if there was anything that we knew that we could contribute, and there is. Specifically, the main commander of these forces is the Prince of the Abyss, the Demogorgon. But I think our treasurer here already knows that. He bears his mark on his neck. Would you like to show them?
Can they hear can people hear outside of the Wall of Force?
I believe so. I think let me double check,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
says-
physical objects, energy, or spell effects can't pass through. But it doesn't say anything about sound or anything like that.
Okay, so there's a muffledness to it as he talks and says, I do not know what you are talking about.
Wrong answer, buddy.
Release me at once. This is uncalled for. I'm the treasurer of Isfaria.
Gak, as the guy's yelling, Gak will turn to everybody and be like,
So we've known people who followed the Demogorgon and then have tried not to, but this guy not knowing what we're talking about, that's a red flag for me.
Orion says, so you're saying that he's an agent of Demogorgon? This whole time, he's been right under our nose?
Seems like it, yeah.
He's welcome to pull down the rest of his jacket in case it's a tattoo of something else, but
Yeah,
the
maybe
refusal
there's
to do
another
so
symbol.
under serious accusations does raise questions. Especially when the end of the world is to be considered.
You see that Alexander Zubroza is definitely kind of this almost like fear, but slowly starts to turn to, you start to hear fine, you caught me. What, you're going to kill me now? I'll
Yeah.
be reborn. I'll come back. A successful agent of Demogorgon. He knows all of the secrets because of me. And you're too late. All of you. He is here. And he has brought the Abyss with him. And
So
you will.
So we shouldn't kill you? Is that what you're saying? Probably be more helpful to keep you alive and trapped. If you're just gonna come back, we can keep you with us.
I will be reborn through him.
You think he thinks that highly of you?
Given him many, many of the informations of Isfaria. And now, this.
And what good are you to him now that you've served your purpose? You've done your duty. You mean nothing to him now. He's gotten what he's wanted. I mean, if you mattered so much, why doesn't he come and save you now? When you'll be reborn? Reborn as some sniveling, weak demon thrown into a horde that
I
we
do
cut
as my
down like
master
nothing.
wishes. I do as he wishes and what he demands. I follow
Perfect
him.
tool.
I may be, but he will bring order to this world, even if I am not in it, and you will bear witness to the true face of chaos. He is here because of what I've done. Because of what have I said? And what information I've given him. I am a loyal servant to him, and he will make me one of his generals.
I will say there's a lot of servants of his, and I don't think he's here just because of you. And everything you're telling us, we already, like, we know about him. I feel sorry for you.
You see Orion kind of stands up and walks over to the wall of the... Is it Wall of Force? What is it?
It's a Odalux Resilience
Odalux
Sphere.
Resilience Sphere. Walks over to and looks at Alexander and kind of crosses his arms behind his back and says, "You of all people? Demogorgon chose you of all people in our council? Everyone in this council is capable of very many things. It's odd that he chose such a sniveling idiot like yourself. But part of the course of Demogorgon. Are we keeping him alive, or are we going to kill him now?"
I mean,
there's nothing to do.
if he's
That's
just
up
gonna
with other
be
people.
reborn, is there a way we can keep him contained?
I mean,
Locked up?
I think he's gonna be as reborn as Vandrin was, or as any of the other people were. I think this guy thinks too highly of himself.
I'm always
is the
down to slit another throat, so.
What does the queen want to do with him?
You see the queen is kind of stunned. How could you? You have been a servant of this council since I was little. You would so easily throw all of this away. Some creature that doesn't even care about you and wants to destroy our world. How dare you? You do not deserve to live. You do not deserve to be in my kingdom, in my palace. But I am not an executioner, and you will stand trial. He will stand trial. But until then, you will be kept in the darkest, deepest part of our dungeons. No light shall reach your face again, as long as I am Queen of Isvaria. Yak. When you feel the need to, release the bubble, please, and the gods will take him.
Okay, be ready.
And Gak will let it go.
I'll say this, Gak. You have a reaction as the force drops, the resilience sphere drops. The individual with the red mask places his hand up and points towards Alexander.
Okay. I'm going to do the... Oh man, hand up finger. Crap. What can I do in my orb of protection? I mean, I could just do the orb again.
Well, it is a reaction.
Do you have
So,
counterspell?
You can counterspell whatever he's about to cast.
That's true. Yeah.
He is about to cast a spell.
Yeah, I'll counterspell. I was just trying to use my items.
Fair.
That's fair.
I'm gonna counterspell.
What level?
Highest I can do is 4th.
Okay. So
But wait, no. There's a thing I have that automatically ups my counterspells, right?
It lowers it, I believe. I think that's your orb, though.
Yeah, I'm checking the orb real quick. There's so many things. Okay. I can roll I can roll 1d4 and reduce the incoming spell level by the number rolled.
Okay, you want to do that?
So I'll do that just in case because I don't know what he's rolling. Okay. 1.
Oh.
Okay, you still need to roll for the counterspell.
Okie dokie, what do you need me to roll?
You need to roll a 16 or above.
So just a d20, nothing else?
It's your d20 plus int modifier?
It'd be Gak's wisdom modifier.
Okay.
Because it's whatever your spellcasting stat is.
Oh yeah. DC equals yeah, okay. Okie dokie. So plus my spellcasting modifier. Wisdom. Okay. That is a 22.
Oh hell yeah! Fuck yeah!
So the red mask casts Finger of Death on Alexander Zabroza. And Gak, you see it out of the corner of your eye, and you move the orb upwards, which then just kind of negates and almost sucks the spell into it as it counterspells. And you see that all of the council members kind of stand out of their seats. The queen stands out of her seat. Zubroza falls to the ground as the guards are next to her. We even see Lucian, the hand of the king of Valamine, kind of stand and look over at the red mask, kind of wide eyes, as the red mask looks towards you, Gak, and looks towards the room.
He does not deserve to live. He's an enemy of everyone here. He does not deserve a trial. He deserves to be one of my playthings, one of my zombies.
He's not a citizen of your nation. It's the Queen of Eastvaria's decision on what to do with him. You are a guest in this place, and you would be remiss to forget that.
Lucian looks and says, I apologize. I apologize to everyone here. That is enough. We're here for help. And the red mask just kind of looks to everyone. No facial expression, and just kind of sinks back into the darkness as Zuproza Alexander is just kind of cowering on the ground, and the guards over to him, get up, and kind of pick him up and start leading him off. This meeting is adjourned for now. Everyone go to their respective quarters. We will pick up later. Except all of you. Seekers, I need to continue to speak with you, but everyone else here is dismissed. The council members lean down and start to leave. And Lucian walks over to the red mask, and you hear him just kind of murmuring things. The red mask just kind of keeps walking. Go ahead, Gideon.
Lucian, if
Yes.
they so commonly act out of turn, I'd recommend not bringing that one to the summit.
Looks at you and says, I agree. I will reconsider. And just kind of walks off. Leaving all of you with the Queen of Eastvaria in the room. As all of you sit down, starting to discuss further, the Queen, you continue a conversation, kind of giving all of the information you have about Demogorgon. The Queen lets you know that she will start an investigation into everyone that she knows in her circle. Everyone will be Zone of Truth, and make sure that any agent of Demogorgon that works for her or the city will be snuffed out. Do you tell her about Vasadi?
I think we have to, right?
Yeah.
Because if they see the symbol.
Yeah.
The queen's the only one in the room now with us?
Yes.
we can trust the queen. I was worried about telling other people, but
I'm sorry, my internet keeps going out. What did you just say?
I mean, if it's just the queen that we're telling, I think we can trust her to know that information.
I would think so too. Especially, you know, since I don't think anybody would willingly give up that they have this tattoo unless they want to get out.
Yeah.
Maybe, so I'm fine with saying something, and then Basil can just tell Vasadi another time.
Okay. The conversation continues as the queen says that she will figure out anybody who's in her circle again that is affiliated with the Demogorgon, and that they plan to have the summit in a day's time.
Oh.
They're reaching out to the King of Dagram, and this is something that is urgent. It needs to be quickly handled. Again, she kind of reiterates the fact that she wants all of you there and needs all of you there. And continuation of the conversation. With that, all of you kind of get up, bow to the queen, and she bows back, and you leave the room. You are provided rooms inside of the keep for the night, unless you have means to get back to Stormhold.
I mean, we might as well just stay here for the summit anyway, right?
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
We should definitely stay all together in one room, though. You know, I know that might be a little uncomfortable, but yeah,
you were given those accommodations if you ask for them, and you will sleep in the same room. You were given cots to sleep on, and you rest up. The information. Yes.
Okay.
The information that Demogorgon is potentially on the Prime Material. His forces are attacking from every open rift left. And somehow, the city of Ventus Ferrum has wiped out and been teleported on top of the capital of Valamine. You don't know where or when you will be fighting the agents of Demogorgon and the armies of the Abyss. But those armies are quickly and rapidly spreading. It's up to you to try to unite the three kingdoms, gather your forces, push back the army of the Demogorgon, and end this. And on that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Woo! Yay.
Woo, woo, woo.
We did it.
Take us out, Joe.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to tune in on Saturday for the Isles of Avarion. A little bit of a different tone as they're going into downtime, so that'll be fun. And then Salamander Coast on Tuesday for also downtime, relaxing stuff. And next Wednesday for the Tales of Evrand for the I can't say the beginning of the end, but the second part of the beginning of the end. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time.